the It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Oh, we're here, everyone. Well, hello.
Surprise.
Surprise,
Howdy,
motherfuckers.
howdy.
After that lead in, I've got to go get my laser pointer and play with it while we're doing the show.
Awesome. We do that.
How's
Anyway, so
everybody doing tonight?
yeah, Cooking's in the chat. Say hello to Cooking. Hello to Al SoCal. He's up on your side currently. So hi to Al
Hey,
SoCal.
Al. Mwah.
Yep. And we got Limey. He's been playing on both sides.
He's a smart one.
Yeah. And cheers, Al. And then we got
Dingus.
there you go. Dingus, hi. Dingus up on your side.
Hey, Dingus.
And then Al says hello to me as well. And there you go. Well, we got Brandon over here, and he says,
Hey, Brandon.
he says hello. Hello, Brandon. Good to see you. And let's see here. We got Cirky said here we got sweet Marty. He says hello to all my new subs.
Sweet Maddie.
Maddie, there you go. I can't read.
That's cool. That's what I'm having.
Yep. All right, Brandon's uploaded some new videos. Epic. I'll check those out here afterward. Heck yes. And there you go. Well, anyway, so today's mostly about your kittens.
Y'all, guess what happened on my bed today?
Kittens.
On my banky. You know, like my banky, like it keeps me safe.
Yes. You know about the
It's not gonna be
banky.
doing that for at least till it gets washed. I might have to cut it up into little safe squares or something.
Gross.
I mean, it's ripped to shreds anyway. It makes me look like if you see it, you can see it in some of my videos, and I always think someone's gonna comment and go, "Damn girl, get you a blanket that ain't falling apart." But
right?
it's not that kind of blanket, okay? But she had kittens right on top of it.
Gross.
Here, let me show you.
All right. Al says, happy birthday, everyone. I'm assuming you mean
Happy
for the
birthday,
kittens.
everyone. She's I think, what did I count? 4 earlier? And shit, she's been at this shit all fucking day. So
Do you think she's done now?
I don't know. She still looks pretty fat. And I'm pretty sure from how fat she was before, there should be more than 4 of them. But I ain't no goddamn doctor either, so I don't know.
Well, my cat, Roy, one of the last cats I ever had, he was a litter of 1, and the mother was like super fat, but
here,
then
baby.
only he came out, and he was a big cat, huge cat.
Come on.
So
Girl,
there you
there
go.
we-
Well,
Yeah, I really like it sideways for the looking because
mhm,
I can see things better.
right.
But it's thoroughly not convenient for any kind of chat
Right.
interaction and whatnot. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, it would be nice to have a beer right now, but I guess I got those weird beers in there still.
Oh my God, the ones that you don't know what they taste like.
I do know I've drank plenty. I've drank almost all of them. Only got a couple left, so I totally know what they taste like.
Okay. Well, they.
But
I
yeah,
thought
those
you.
weird beers. There's
Yeah,
like peach and watermelon and whatever the fuck this brew is.
right.
All right, serious question. Have you prepped for emergencies? You see the way the world is today. It's not getting better. Please, if you haven't got the basics, get it. ASAP, which means as soon as possible for those of you that don't read letters. I guess. Now
Okay.
you can stop that. Don't you be so growly. Cut it out. Yeah. What I say.
Oh my God.
Mm.
As
Y'all better be
yeah,
nice. I'll get you.
I haven't.
Quit.
I haven't prepped anything.
Quit. That was me. That was me that did that. Don't you. Move your
Okay.
butt so he can get by. Chachi, he is not trying to get your food. Sorry.
Okay. Hey, Fur.
Hey, fur. Fur, baby.
I can't tell.
What can't we tell?
I said I'm having troubles. I said I can't tell if it was Fur or not. Honestly. No, it's Fab. Sorry, it was Fab, not Fur. Yeah.
Oh, there's Fab. Fab Daddy
Yeah.
hate watches me. I like it.
I don't know about that.
No, I just told you, so you should know because I just told you.
But, you know, there's that. But listen, sorry, Fab. Hi, Fab. How are you? Sorry, I don't know how to read.
Hey,
And we
Fab
got
Daddy.
Dan and we got chat. Dan in chat. He
Danny
says
Staten
I liked.
always looks a little surprised and confused in my comment section, and I'm starting to worry about him.
Well, he's always confused in mine as well. You see some of the stuff I
You know, there's a
uploaded.
lot of different emojis. You know,
Well, hello, Danny Staten, neighbor of mine.
Right? Jim
Yeah.
is in North Carolina. Dan's in South Carolina.
That's right. So he's my neighbor.
Won't you be my neighbor? Turkey is an emoji. That's what Cooking said.
he said, well, "I don't see it." What?
He's on my side. I put it up on the screen for you.
Oh, well, I can't see the screen because I'm looking at the chat. I should be able to see it in the chat. There it is. It's blue.
There's two chats though. Your chat and Sarah's chat.
They're all mixed together here in the Streamyards.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on my phone, so I can't see those.
They're not mixed. Oh yeah, they'd still be mixed together for you if you flip through the Woodawoo. But if you're looking just through the YouTube, you're only going to see the chat for where you're at.
Yeah, but Snarky, if I was to do that, I couldn't see your face.
I'm coming up on 2,000 videos, just like I just came up on 2,000 subscribers.
There you go. And
That's
also,
great.
good to see Al. And Fab says, "Can I? I can."
He says I can flick flock, which is an interesting use of some letters there.
And hey, Indy, but yeah,
Indy. For basic preps, start small by okay. Yeah, hopefully everybody watched Doomsday Preppers back in the day when it was on. Just like we watched all the moonshine people and the Amish people and all. I watched all those people. I was way into their lives. I designed a fucking still that I could put in my kitchen. I never made it, but engineering. And I worked it all out with everything that I knew. I worked it all out, and then what was it, 3 or 4 years later, I found out you could just order an electric still from Amazon. You didn't need to do all that. Put
Oh,
everybody's
wow.
life in danger and shit. You ain't gonna do all that.
Who knew?
Now we all do. See? Ugh,
Al said that he's taking a break from Cop Watch Day. He says it's his beer day.
good. It's always good.
Yes, have a beer
Al's
day.
the best, man.
Oh yeah.
He's got more heart than fucking anybody I ever seen in my life, and I adore him.
Yep. And Indy's saying something to you.
He said he dyed his son's hair kind of blue.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a picture of that today. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah.
I would do crazy shit to my son's hair, and then when he'd go visit his daddy, he'd come back with it all undone. Like I gave him the frosted bangs, and he loved it. I mean, he begged me to do it. So there we go. And I frosted his bangs. He came back with his head buzzed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he had a rat tail for a long time. Until me and his dad got divorced, and then pretty quick, like I braided it and put some pretties on it, and he came back bald headed from that too.
Oh wow. Yeah. Fortunately for me, my parents couldn't tell me what to do with my hair, and they hadn't been able to tell me what to do with my hair for many years. So in seventh grade, when I was at the student council in middle school, they were doing a food drive, right? And I saw that somebody had donated a huge bag of blue Kool-Aid, right? And I was like, hair dye. So I took it, and then I went home and I replaced it with good cans of food, like 4 of them to replace that, plus good cans of food, not the crappy food, but the good food, right? And I took that to school the next day and replaced it with that, because if I'm gonna steal something, I'm gonna replace it with better than what even that was, in my opinion. But anyways, so I was at home with it, and I made it up in this big, huge Tupperware bowl, right? Huge bowl. And then I went to my parents' bathroom, because their shower's huge, right? So I could, dunk my head in the bowl and dye it, and then also wash it afterward, right? So everything was okay. My parents weren't mad at me about any of it, except for I didn't clean their shower afterward, and it was blue. And so they kind of took exception to that. So then I had to, go clean that. And that was my only thing that I did wrong, apparently, was leave my parents' shower blue. Won't do that again. And I didn't do that again, I should say. I do that now. Anyways, point being, that's how I got my hair dyed blue when I was a seventh grader. And my parents didn't care up until I just didn't clean the shower.
I the 9th grade, I really wished my mom had not just let me do whatever the fuck I wanted to. Because I had hair that went just almost to my butt. It was that long.
Well,
it was 9th grade. And I saw an episode. It was either Real People or the other one, That's Incredible. It was either Real People or That's Incredible. And there was a guy that had just started in our junior high who was on the episode, and he always had his hair spiked up. And I was like, I want my hair spiked up. Yeah, I do. I bet I could do it. So I called my mom when I got home from school. All right, Mom, I'm going to cut my hair. She goes, all right, well, be careful. All right, I will. I had hair down to my butt. I only cut this top part. The rest of the hair went down to my butt. And this ended up looking like a flat top. And I had to continue going to school and whatnot.
That just means you look like the lead singer for Kaja Goo Goo.
Oh, no, it was Flock of Seagulls that I already had that hairdo.
Well, he did
had that one there for a minute.
He did the points and everything. the Kajagoogoo guy, he had spikes on top and long on the sides and back.
There's a couple of little teachers there that just loved me. You know, I was one of their favorites. I didn't know it, but I knew it that day because both of those ladies were just, when I got to school, you know, and had done that, they both were just right there pulling me away from everybody and going, "Oh, is there anything we can do?" And then they're like doing this to my hair. They're going, "Maybe we could put pin curls in." And they were trying, oh, bless their hearts. Oh, bless their hearts. And there wasn't nothing we could do except wait for it to grow out.
Well, you know, from third grade on, I had third grade till I got to ninth grade, right? I hadn't cut my hair at all. Like, it was long. It went past. Excuse me, my birds are yelling. Excuse me, real quick. Okay, that was really rude of Mary. I told her to shut her tits. There we go. Now, anyways, that being said, my hair was, you know, past, you know, my knees and stuff, right? So when I dyed my hair, you can imagine it was kind of a big monumental task there, right? That's why I thought the big bag of Kool-Aid would work, because otherwise buying hair dye for that would have been a nightmare, right? Not to mention, you know, it wasn't like, you know, the blondest, it used to be very blonde, but now it's not anymore. But yeah, so, you know, having the you know, when I got to, you know, dyeing that hair was a nightmare. But then when I got to high school, you know, I cut it up to my shoulders, and I went to the beauty school for that, right? And of course, my mom was like, "Yeah, gonna do that. Okay, your hair, right?" Plus, I was going into ROTC, and there's no way I was going to try to keep, you know, that much hair up in a bun, and you know, try and do that for my uniform. No way. So I had to cut it no matter what, right? And then I haven't looked back since. You know, I've had my hair that long. I've had it, you know, super short. I've buzzed it myself where the stupid guide fell off, and then I'm like, oh well, I see I'm bald for a couple of days. Fuck. Anyways, because, you know, those guys are a thing. So I've had my hair every length possible.
Me too.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's
And
pretty
I've got
amazing.
those two bleach kits and that purpley hair dye sitting right there staring at me every day.
What about
So
you,
one day
Jim? How
you
about your
might
hair?
show up with different hair.
Oh, I'll do it live. We'll just do it together.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah,
give you more
I already
support.
told Sarah that I wanted to do it live, and she's like, "You just let me know. I'm on it. I'll run the whole board for you. You just do your hair. I got this." I'm
Oh,
like, "All right," because I
there
won't
you
be able
go.
to do shit because my will have busy hands and bad smells.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Sarah, what was you about to say?
I don't remember. Was I going to say
Okay.
something?
Yeah. I don't know what.
But then I don't know either.
I
Okay.
don't know what, but I know I was talking.
There you are. Oh yeah, no, Jim. Yeah, I remember what I was to say. Jim, how about you? Have you had extremely long hair to no hair to what's your hair like right now?
Uh, I will make this as short as possible. Everybody knows that I am part Indian, and I also have some German heritage. So at age 5, we'll start there. I had short white hair. Then it started turning brown, and then it started turning really dark brown, and it was long. I looked like Barry Manilow or Tom Snyder in that video you showed the other day. You know, I had my hair like his, and then I had it about as long as Snarky's, and it was black. It had turned black, and then it started kind of to curl up. And I was dating a beautician. She said, "You know, if you pick your hair out, you'll have an afro." And of course, you know, she's pretty good looking. So I said, okay, I'll do it, and picked it out. So I had an afro for a number of years. And then, so it kind of turned curly, and then it just kind of started turning loose.
You mean falling out, or
Yeah.
the curls got less?
Turn loose. As in, we've done
As
our
in,
lifespan. We're good. We've been
There's only
blonde.
so many perfect heads.
Right.
The rest of them are covered with hair.
Right. And if I ever decide to join the League of Bald-Headed Men, I'm in the right state because they have the worldwide convention here in North Carolina. They have it down at the coast at Morehead City.
Oop, wrong button.
So,
Fuck, you think I know what these buttons mean now?
and you know, pretty well slick on top and quite a bit of gray, but I still got a few hairs in the back that are hanging on. They're pretty well jet black, and they're being stubborn about staying that way, which is okay.
I just want to say hi to Face. He just came into chat as well.
Hey, Face the Ace.
Yep.
Always good to see Face.
Yeah. So okay. So what you're saying right now? Let me make sure I get this I understood correctly. You're saying you're bald now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I keep it pretty sharp, pretty short. You know, I don't want to look like Bozo. You know, you remember Bozo the Clown? He was bald on top and long on the sides. Nah,
Yeah.
that's not for me.
Yeah, that pretty much cut that hairdo out, didn't it? It being
Yeah.
on a clown.
Yep. But yeah, from what I can see, the longest I ever had was about like Snarky's.
Cool.
And I had bangs. I parted it a little further on the side, but
I think Face wants to know if you got hair in the back.
If I take my shirt off, I look like I'm wearing a sweater.
Okay, so he's got
that kind of back.
all his hair is on his body minus his head. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a cute saying for that, but there's no problem with it.
Me neither. Shit.
I know that you're not supposed to point it out if you run across it somewhere.
Hey, I am just going to be me. It is what it is, and there we are.
And that's where I was coming from when I walked up to that dude and went, "Dude, man, you got some hairy shoulders." And he just looked so sad, and he's sunk, and he's sad. And he's like, "Well, I can't help him, a dear God." I was like, "Oh my God, I thought you was, oh, I'm so sorry."
Now, when I was 20 years old, I thought the world would end if my hair fell out, but it did it so gradually. I guess it eased me into the idea, and it's fine.
Yes,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. That is some powerful fucking wordage right there. It is what it is. Yep.
I know this. I am not going to do a comb over under any circumstance. And
nobody wants you to, trust me.
No.
Yeah.
I had a teacher in high school that did one of those, and I swear he had hair on the side of his head that was 2 foot long to cover his top of his head. And it was no. That is never going to happen.
Yeah, that's well. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Just going to be
if mirrors work the same in everybody's house. It's like the ladies that have the McDonald's M's for and they're green that she draws on herself. I knew that lady. I don't know, maybe y'all didn't know that lady, but yeah, she would draw her eyebrows on with colored pencils, like goddamn McDonald's arches.
Hey, Alda, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
She wasn't punk rock or anything. Otherwise, I could have really rode with it if she was sparkly and jazzy and whatnot. But no, she was just an old cranky bitch.
Whoa.
Right.
Snarky, you need to be a little more open and not hold stuff in quite so much.
Oh, I know. I know.
I know. Oh, guy. Just hide him.
What the fuck does that mean? Oh my God.
What?
Oh, I'm not even gonna say so we don't have to.
I'm so confused.
What the fuck? Okay. I'm looking at the chat.
Oh, okay.
And getting confused.
Okay. All right. So, anyways, okay. Now that we know that he's definitely Sasquatch, I guess.
He's
Uh,
squishy.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. But yeah, so there you are. But that's pretty freaking funny, actually. Jim, everybody, Jim.
Ta-da!
Who knew? I had no idea. Now
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a great many other things in my head.
Well, share. Please share.
Yeah, they'd have to be made into memes, otherwise nobody's gonna get it. Also, I
Oh,
probably
okay.
shouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have to push down so much. I can't. So
yeah, but I'll definitely tell you all of them later.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on.
come on. Yeah.
What?
I'm trying
Go
to get it
ahead.
to load the chat.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
trying to get to the chat. I was like, what? But yeah, okay.
Hey, bitch, how you doing, buddy? I'm
Oh
gonna
my
keep
god.
giving you a hard time till you understand what you did. Then I'm not gonna tell you what it is. But I'm always glad to see you, and I hold no grudges.
There you go. What she said. And
Now,
she
because it
says, saying
makes
hi to
me fucking
everybody.
laugh every time I think about it.
Uh,
I have to take your word for
Then you have to, because I already said too much.
it. Right? ASS. How you doing, sister? But okay, I'm taking your word for it. There's Storky that you said too much and you haven't said enough at the same time.
Snarky
I
was
like that. Not.
Snarky was just thinking about the baby song every time I think of you. That's all.
What? What baby
The,
song?
the
Always
every
catch my breath.
every time I think of you was a song by the Babies in the late '70s, early '80s,
Oh, I
sometime
didn't know that
around
was
there.
a band. I was
Sometimes it
confused.
Yeah.
seems that the world's
Uh,
closing in on me,
the the
and there's no
the keyboardist for the Babies joined Journey, and that's when they really took off.
Hmm.
Okay, but John Waite is that who that was?
He's the lead He's the lead
Right.
singer. Yeah.
And then he ended up being the lead singer on Bad English, I think. And I'm
Right.
pretty sure that when
He
I
did.
See You Smile, that they did that song too. I
The,
was just thinking about, or maybe I did a video. I don't know. I have to check the playlist. I don't fucking know what I've done.
the babies and Journey kind of switched members quite a bit because the keyboardist came from the Babies to Journey, and then Neil Sean went with
Mm.
you know into Bad English and played guitar for them and such. So, but it ended up with some really good music. 3 different groups, great music, and a
When
solo
Bad
artist.
English came out, I was in a stage in my life where I was up all night out at the game room playing pool all night, every night. I was playing pool all the time. Like I was really good for a girl. I beat that motherfucker too.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. Well, we went to the pool hall, and I put my quarters down on this one table because that guy seemed like he could play. He was beating everybody, and I was like, oh, I love competition. I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was, and most of the other people knew who I was. But anyway,
All right. Later, Indy. Take care, brother.
bye, Indy. And he kind of like I could tell when the game was over and I walked over there to put the quarters in, shoot, rack the balls and all that. That he seemed to have attitude.
Uh-huh.
And then he's out loud had attitude. No, 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 no. Look, man, that's not cool. I'm gonna play a girl. Why? Are you afraid you're just gonna get beat by a girl?
Apparently. Wow.
And then I beat him.
There you go.
And he was like, well, begrudgingly. Well, I guess you play pretty good for a girl. And I was like, and you lost, so you don't even play as well as a girl. This right here, where I'm saying the meanest fucking thing in the universe, but I'm smiling. Oh, that's always been my favorite thing because it slaps. I mean, these motherfuckers go, "Oh, damn! What did you do that for?"
But every once in a while, I bet one of them said, "Do it again."
Thank you. Just that one time.
That one time.
See, I know. Snarky, I tell
You
you
know too
what,
much.
me
I'm wondering how.
in the late '80s, me and you could have made some money on the pool tables.
If I was any good at the betting thing, one time I played a game of pool and there was $1. It was actual bet on it. $1. But the bet was what weighed, not how much it was for.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just no, and so that fucks me up because you
Oh,
can't play
okay.
unless you're calm and you're cool and you're relaxed and you're
Yeah.
you're in the groove. But I pulled my shit together. You know what I mean? I fell apart right at the very beginning because I was scared. And then pulled my shit together. And man, we were each just had one ball left. I mean, it was a tight game. It was a real tight game. And it was a long table shot. Not my best. That is my worst kind. I would rather play bumper, bumper, all the way down the table than to try to fucking get something to go that straight for that long, exactly with the right English and the right everything. And so I was like, oh no. And then my buddy Harold, who got me in this situation, he got at the end of the table where the ball was. So I'm at the other end, and he goes, right here, hit it right here. And the weight, the weight of having to do it for somebody else, I won.
Way to go.
I
There you
know.
go.
I
I
still hate
I just
long table shots though.
I just put a name in chat for the people who were Steve Perry fans. That guy was offered the job to be the lead singer for Journey in the early 2000s. He had a Journey cover band, and he didn't sing like Steve Perry. He sang exactly like Steve Perry. Uh, and you can find him pretty easily on the internet and probably pictures with him. He went out to California and to kind of meet the band, rehearse with them. And while he was there, he helped write an album with them. And you can find a photo of him holding up of course, the album went gold. So since he contributed, he's got a gold album.
D-
Is that boring enough for
No, they
everybody?
found that one little feller in the Philippines that sounded just the fuck like him.
Yeah.
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. No, this guy's from
Oh,
Virginia.
I thought it sounded
And
like,
he
yeah.
the sad thing was though, when he was out there with the band and everything, his wife called him up and said that they were going to have a baby, and he didn't want to be on the road. He took the right path, and it was lucky in a way too, because he was a heavy smoker and he had problems with his throat because of the smoking. So he can still sing. He just can't sing like Steve anymore, unfortunately. But
Oh yeah.
he was in Savannah, Georgia. The cover band was called Frontiers, and I was out in the crowd, and I was listening to the people out in the crowd, and they were all going, "We didn't know Journey got back together." They were convinced that it was Steve Perry, because back then he wore the T-shirt that was yellow with the black spots, and he put on a wig. And I mean, from a distance, you couldn't tell the difference between him and Steve Perry. Up close, if you really knew what Steve looked like, yeah, you could tell the difference. But it was scary. The facial expressions and being able to sing like that, it was amazing.
I had one. I didn't have very many albums growing up that were mine. I mean, I had access to my folks' record collection, but I had like 4 albums. You know, and one of them was Journey Escape.
Oh yes.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I love it. And I loved Steve Perry. I was like, that big nose motherfucker can sing. Yeah. It's that big nose. That's why Barbara Streisand never got her nose adjusted for
Yep.
beauty. Is
Yep.
because she knew it would fuck up
Her
her
singing.
magic.
Yep. The Stevie Nicks had burnt a hole in her sinuses from doing cocaine, and
Fuck
she
yeah.
would not have that fix because she was afraid of what it would do to her singing voice.
Just like a white winged dove.
That's it.
It's okay, Oscar. You don't have to get the reference. You're a dog. You don't have rock and roll. It's all right.
Well,
Oscar's staring at me like,
I
what's
fully,
fucking wrong?
I fully realize everybody's not as interested in some of these groups as I am. So don't let me bore people.
You're kidding?
Well,
Rock and roll.
Yo,
My
baby.
heart, my soul. Rock and roll.
But I think from about 1965 until about 1990 is the best years for music that ever were and ever will be, because the bands were just fantastic and the music was changing and it was creative. And these days it's like 2 or 3 notes, 2 or 3 words, and just wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah. I think that every generation thinks the next generation's music sucks. But at least they were always musicians up till now.
Yep.
Because they
Well,
aren't anymore.
if you go on YouTube, there's all of these reaction stuff, and they're reacting to old music and learning to love it. So there's a reason for that.
I mean,
And
just getting hit in the face with the love for it. I see it. I love watching their little faces when they're checking this shit out for the first time.
and the funniest ones are when the rappers are listening to a 40-year-old song and they're going, wait, so and so did this. Is this where they got it from? And they're realizing that the music that they think is great is 20, 30, 40-year-old music that somebody, quote, sampled.
Well, they sampled it because they liked it because it was good
It's
music,
good.
and their music did good with their audience because they built on a good solid foundation. I mean, I can take. I mean, really, I make videos with other people's words coming out of my mouth.
That's called an actor or actress.
Oh,
have you guys
motherfucker.
what?
Stepped in what? Who hit who?
I want to go check my comment section on that video. It's driving me. Every time I think about it, I start stuttering. I want to see
Okay.
how everything's going. I want to see if everybody appreciates the goddamn epic fucking piece of video that it is. It's my magnum opus or whatever.
Take a minute, go do that, and me and Sarah will take care of stuff. I don't think Sarah will mind.
You gotta tell me twice.
No. Okay. No. I have a question for you, there, Jim.
Sure.
You, yes. Have you ever heard the group Lieutenant Dan Band?
No.
Okay, but you know who played Lieutenant Dan, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's his band. Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I forget that people don't know that he does music, but yeah, he's got a Lieutenant Dan Band, and my mom and we saw him in concert at some place in, fuck if I remember where it was, LA somewhere. Anyways, but yeah, you should look into his stuff. It's pretty good. I think he does he plays the bass in it. I don't remember. Anyways, it was interesting. You guys were talking about music and that popped in my head. Of course it did.
I think there's probably music out there. It's just it doesn't get played on the radio like it used to, and it's more difficult to find new good music. Around 2006, there was a group that formed called Morning Wood, and their first album was fantastic. I was really hopeful for them, and then they just vanished. I mean, the lead singer was absolutely amazing. She could sing like opera to anything, and the lead guitarist was a real rocker. But
Nice.
until I don't know, about 8 to 10 years ago, the Struts,
The Struts.
they've had some really good songs. Could have been me. Put your money on me. Kiss this. All of those are good. You know, they're good rock and roll tunes, and fairly recent. But you know, it's if you'd asked me this same conversation in 1978, I would have had so much material to talk about. You know, because Boston had just released their first album, which to this day is still fantastic. Foreigner had released their first album. Bad Out of Hell had come out with Meatloaf. I mean, my goodness.
Meatloaf.
Fleetwood Mac had simmered around, and they'd gone through the blues phase with Pete Greenwood, and they got Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks into the mix, and then they just took off like a rocket with Rumors. And all of that happened within like a 3-year span. And I don't think there's been a 3 or 4 year span like that in a long time. I mean, I don't think there's anything between then and now that comes close.
Best rock and roll album for making love. My guess.
How many days do you have?
Bad Company, 10 from 6.
I'm not going to say no, but I mean, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, Boston's first album, self-titled, Foreigner. Well, I'm greedy.
I understand that,
and
I ain't gonna try to change you.
Why stop when you're having fun?
No shit.
As a matter of fact,
since only 7 people have seen it because it was unlisted, and then I had to relist it, and so the algorithm says you don't want to show this to anybody, or you wouldn't have done it like that. This is my magnum opus, y'all. This is the 5th try. This video, I've got 4 more that are almost just like it, but not quite.
Yeah. Is this the right one still?
That's it.
Okay, good. Because suddenly I thought, uh-oh, did I just fuck up? Or did I? Okay, good. Good. Now things are looking right. All right, I'm going to play this for you.
Is this the video she put?
Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please don't take.
And there you are.
Makes me hot. I hope that everybody else enjoys it. Fucking A.
Right?
I like watching my own videos, though. I don't think I'm a narcissist, but I really think I'm funny.
Did either one of you guys see the video I made with the Korn song?
Yes.
Probably, but I don't know what a Korn song is, so I don't know.
Korn is a name.
I don't know Korn is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I would play it, but it would get us banned in Russia. If you don't care if you get banned in Russia.
I don't know. They got lots of eligible bachelors over there.
It's up to you,
Snarky, are you planning on invading Russia?
No
Don't say
way.
that. No,
Doing that.
no, that
That's a vicious
I'm
rumor.
I'm sure there's a law
Vicious
against
rumor.
that. So don't do that.
I won't.
There you go.
I
Well,
won't do
perfect.
that.
What would you do?
Oh, so much.
Oh,
But
I
I
bet.
won't do that.
All
I
right.
know
Very meatloaf of it.
you're teeing up another meatloaf song for me. I appreciate that.
You want me to tee you up a meatloaf?
You just
Because
did.
I know all of them fucking by heart because I had some kind of crazy ass crush on that big belly motherfucker. And my first husband looked just like
Oh,
him.
what did you think of his performance in Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I love that.
You know,
It's in my head. There goes.
in an
Whatever
inter-
happened to Saturday night? Yep,
there
yep,
you
yep,
go.
yep, 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 yep.
In an interview, he said how he got that part was he was the only singer that could sing all of the words that fast and not get messed up singing.
Well, he did a really good job, and I'll love him forever.
He is quite the actor and singer.
Rock and roll heaven. I cried my face off when he died.
Did you guys ever watch him in that ghost hunting show, Ghost Hunters? Yes, Ghost Hunters. Did you ever watch him? And he was in a few
Meatloaf was
episodes.
in a ghost hunter show.
Yeah, a few of them for Ghost Hunters. Yeah, he was.
That's
the
one of the
stations
kinds
with
of shows I don't watch.
well, anyways, it was on Sci-Fi Channel back in the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I started to watch them, and then once I put all the patterns together of what was happening, I just said, "Well, this is not worth the effort and the everything." So I watch other stuff
And there you
because
go.
it's just click. I never. That's before I even knew the word clickbait. You know.
Well,
And
it was on back in the day on Sci-Fi Channel and stuff. So that's why I
I
asked.
missed it, and I hate that I missed it. Before we go too far along, cousin Esmeralda's in the chat room, and besides typing to her, I wanted to tell her hello.
Well, that was very nice of you. Because she said hello to everybody.
Hey,
Yeah.
Esmeralda. I'm more of a magenta.
There you go. Oh, let me tell you what happened here today. I bought this place and moved in 3 years ago, and the previous owners left a few things. And one of the things they left is like it's shaped like a grandfather clock, the top half being a clock, and the bottom, instead of having a pendulum in it, it has like a pirate and a couple of pirate items. And it's
pirate. Okay.
yeah.
I thought you
So
said pilot at first, and I was like,
I
wait,
did too. I
pilot?
was like, it runs on gas? What the fuck? Kind of
yeah,
clock is that?
Yeah, I
and
was all confused. Okay, got it. Pirate.
I was standing in the kitchen and I called a friend of mine, got the voicemail, left a message, hung up. And when I hung up, I mean, I was hearing a click, click, click. It's like, what is that? I haven't heard this before. I go over and the clock is running. It hasn't run in 3 years. And the person I called and left a message for, when they called back about 15 minutes later, the clock stopped. I mean, stopped. And we had our conversation and everything and got off the phone. And a few minutes later, clock started running again. And it ran for a few minutes, and then it stopped. I said, well, it's over, it's done, whatever. And I walked over to it, and I was reaching up to take it down to take the battery out to check it. And the thing started clicking just as I started to reach for it. You talk about freaking me out. I've got the
Yeah.
battery out, though, and the battery was 0.9 volts. It should have been 1.5 volts. I've never seen anything run that requires, a AA battery on a battery that was down to 0.9. It was, anyway, I don't know what's going on, but it freaked me out.
Are you a ghost believer person? Haunting believer person?
I believe in the possibility I have looked for and never found. I am the
I mean, I saw some
paranormal.
shit a few times, but
I'm the paranormal wet blanket. Wherever I go, all activity stops.
Apparently not near that clock.
Apparently. So that's why it caught my interest and freaked me out.
Yeah. I always
Hello.
figured that I'm not going to be scared of any ghosts that I run across, or if I move
Oh,
to a new
no.
place and there it is. I'm not going to be scared of them until they, chuck something at my head, or, that scratching thing that some of them do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
That always disturbed me.
it was doing its thing, and I was walking right up on it. I mean, I wanted to find out what was going on. I want to investigate and find out. So anyway,
I'm stupid brave too.
I believe in all that stuff. I just do. I have my own experiences with ghosts per se. So there you go.
See, I know how fucking powerful the human mind is, especially when you're trapped inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that I've experienced and seen, I absolutely was scared of that first one. And the second one left me a little creeped out, but I'm pretty sure that was my husband that had died. And which was creepy as fuck. Actually, there was a couple with him because I was still in the same place that I lived when he died for a little while, and actually a couple little weird things happened. I mean, I know that our spirits are eternal. I know that. I just don't. Of course, I don't know how everything works and everything. But
how dare you?
That's that whole when you die, you figure it out shit.
After I take a nap.
After you take a nap.
Yeah, I don't sleep much while I'm alive, so I'll take a nap once I'm gone.
Oh Lord. You made me think though, once you're an eternal spirit and you've got the ability to go everywhere and anywhere that you want to in the entire universe and maybe multiple universes, who knows? Would I even want to take a nap? Because it seems sad to live any minute without the possibility of naps are great.
Well, after I took a nap, then I would go all those places.
Yeah, I reckon. Maybe, yeah. It's probably a long walk to get where you're going.
And, got eternity to look around, so a little nap wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess you could just take it in a tree if you wanted to, huh?
Yeah,
I was going to take a nap in a tree. I don't know.
I would take it by I'd take a nap by a heavenly waterfall.
There, waterfalls.
Yeah.
David in chat wants to let everybody know that he does paranormal investigations and all that stuff, which I mean, I know that because I've known him for 3-4 years almost now. But yeah, he's a good channel to go to. He talks about that kind of stuff. He's excellent in that.
Yeah, what Esmeralda said, people leave behind energy and some people can see and hear what has been left. Or so I think, yeah, there's that ghost that where they'll see somebody do the same motion and they do the same thing. Everyone that sees them do the same thing. It's like just like a shadow, but it's a particular, yeah.
And,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say real quick hi to Bud Files as well. Sorry, go on.
Hey, Bud Files.
Yeah, Bud Files.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to do everything at once. Sorry, guys.
No, that's okay. I mean, there's quite a bit going on in chat. I mean, they were telling about the Struts being up in Connecticut. That's interesting information.
What's the Struts? What is that, anyways?
That's the music group that I was talking about.
Okay.
That's a crazy name for a band, by the way.
Well, they're British, but the lead singer is very talented. I mean, he's something else, and it's the lead singer, bass guitarist, lead guitarist, and a drummer, and they are really quality musicians, in my opinion.
And I didn't take into account a different definition for struts until just now when we start discussing. I was thinking about like on a car, and I was like, "This is a dumb name for a band." But
They
struts
keep you
like Mick
par.
Jagger, I can understand.
Oh yeah, and they kind of do that in a couple of their videos as just for fun, being the Struts. But that they're pretty young and pretty talented. I guess they're in their late 20s by now. I hope they make it past 27. That's the big goal.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Let me give you the blues.
Yeah, the 27 Club is the saddest fucking club, but you gotta die to be a member.
Yeah.
It is very sad, actually.
Narky,
It's crazy.
did you ever read a book by Gary Patterson about he's the guy who coined the phrase 27 Club.
Oh, probably not.
Let me make sure I read the title of the book right. So let me go in here. Take a walk on the dark side, rock and roll, myths, legends, and curses. If you can get a hold of that book, I greatly recommend it because it starts with Robert Johnson going down to the crossroads and making a deal with the devil so he could play the blues. And he was the first one in the 27 Club in the book. And then he covers the Stones, Led Zeppelin. I mean, he covers everything up to about the 80s.
And
it's
the 27 Club, it started off just being about rock and roll because, boy, that seemed to be where everybody was coming from. Holy crap, the biggest names, 27 Club. And then Amy Winehouse, oh my God, break my heart. Kurt Cobain, oh my God, we were born in the same year, And I was so glad. The whole year my daughter was 27, I didn't breathe that whole year. I did not breathe that whole fucking year. Because I just knew her dramatic ass would do something stupid just to join that stupid club.
Well, it's not 100% accurate, but there's a high percentage that have passed at 27. And in numerology, 27, 2 and 7 is a 9, and 9 is completion. So there's some coincidences at the very least.
Yeah. I'm reading. Sometimes it's residual and sometimes it's not. Sometimes the spirit will be waiting for a lost child to come home and go to the same window at the same time for years, if not centuries. Yeah, that's so crazy.
Woo Rider has a message for you, Sarah.
Yeah, he's letting me know his videos are hard.
Damn, Woo. Damn, Woo. I don't think it's that kind of party, man.
I know why Sarah's so quiet now. She's having private chat somewhere.
No. I'm just running everything.
Lance?
Or maybe she's having a video.
Hold on. Hey, Lance. You're in my living room. It needs to stop. I'm not kicking you out. You can still be right there. Okay? But the way you're handling things isn't going to handle things. It's just going to make everything worse because who the fuck wants to be badgered about shit? When somebody's upset, give them the goddamn space to get unupset. Because if you don't, you're just adding to it. That ain't your mama. But I seem to have that kind of problem today, so whatever. All right, sorry. There you go.
Oh, well, I was saying Sarah's probably on a cell phone and having a video chat with somebody, and that's why the...
No, I'm not muted.
No.
No, but I am on my phone typing in chat. Yeah.
Zizzling.
Because I don't have okay, first of all, I can't type normal on a regular keyboard because, of course. And also, it has no lights on it, and I'm in the dark. So I can only type on my cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, my cell phone won't charge because, of course.
Well, I mean, technically, if it would charge, the battery just blow up and you'd be sizzled. So
Well, yeah, because I mean the battery is going to explode any minute, but at the same time it won't charge. So
Yeah.
I might not have a
PSA:
cell phone
if your
soon.
battery gets fat and hot, get the fuck away
Run.
from it and get a new battery.
Somebody
Right?
pulled the pin. It's time to throw that grenade.
Oh
No
God, I don't
doubt.
want to throw it. Yes, this is already the refurbished one because it keeps happening. It's like Samsung make a better product. I mean, it is a feature to have your phone chronically gonna explode.
It's in
Great
case
feature.
you stumble into a war zone. You have a grenade.
Oh yeah, that's what I do every day. I just walk out my back door and go, ah, war zone, grenade, and I have my phone. Thank God. Wait a minute, that doesn't happen at all. Well, shit.
Ain't it just a goddamn shame to be such an honest person that you try to tell a lie and you have to turn right around and immediately go, no, I'm just lying, I'm sorry.
It's actually a good quality because lying sucks.
I think
Don't
so
do that.
too. But it does
Mhm.
kind of fuck me up when I'm trying to fuck with people because I'm giggling and they know I'm fucking with.
Well, all right then. Okay.
Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I don't have anything.
You
Continue.
don't have anything?
No.
Well, I like I said, I'll talk about anything. I just don't want to get on subjects that the people out there listening are not interested in.
Well, we don't really have many topics here, so really
Yeah,
there is a what are you going to talk about next that we are? So there you go.
they're here for us to fuck up because it's goddamn hilarious.
Right?
They're here to see what Snarky's going to say next.
There you go.
Well,
And then
you
they want
just
to know
never
about
goddamn know, do you?
and then they want to know about you too, Jim. The
Why
world wants
do
to
you,
know.
why do you say that? I
Because
I
Because
I
am
you're
see you on
very
YouTube too.
interesting.
I am so consistent. Most people don't like consistency because they think consistency is boring.
Well, then I must like to be boring because I like consistency too. But
Okay, joke. Uh-oh. Terrible haircut. It's okay to tell your best friend that their terrible haircut looks good. I'm reading
No,
chat.
not if they're your friend. You have to tell them the truth. Otherwise, they walk out looking like that. Who said that garbage? I'm just. I'm not saying
No, Esmeralda.
no.
Esmeralda.
Now, if they
David
never leave the house, you can tell them anything you want to. But
There you go. Or if,
and David's talking about a 30-minute session on his first cemetery investigation.
yeah, he's done a lot of cool things. You should. I don't know how you don't know who David is, or do you, Jim?
The name's familiar, but I couldn't say. I will know after tonight because I'll be visiting his channel.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I've known him for like ever. Yeah,
and his name
it's David.
has got. I mean the last name, but
Oh,
Yeah,
there's all kinds of stuff in my head. I'm riffing. I done riffed 2 or 3
yeah.
things. I don't know if any of them are appropriate, so I'm not saying nothing.
David, when I lived in Winston Salem, I would and I was working second shift. To relax after work, I would go walk around Old Salem, which Sarah knows Old Salem now because she's seen the video.
yes.
And I would walk around there and through the old graveyard there. Salem was founded in 1680 or something like that. I think the first buildings that are still standing was in the 1760s, and so it's old for America anyway, and it's old for North Carolina in general. But I always found it so peaceful to go walking around there, anytime between midnight and 3 a.m. I never had to worry about any paranormal entities bothering me. It was always flesh and blood and alive that bothered me, if
Yeah, it's
any.
them live people that are.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my best friend in the whole wide world since second grade, who's dead now.
Oh God.
What a title. But yeah, when we were new little grown ups and making our way through it, we found a cemetery hidden behind a row of trees at a park in a little Tennessee town. And when we, so we jumped back there. We were all over that motherfucker. There was tombstones from way the hell back, and a lot of it was interesting stuff. We didn't know what it was, and we got to, we worked at a convenience store, so we saw people all the time. And it came up, and then someone was like, "Oh, well, that's the old black cemetery." I went, and we were just like, "Whoa," because to us, it was hard to even imagine there'd be a separate cemetery, and then for it to just be lost like that.
Yeah. When I was living in South Carolina, there was a McDonald's, and in the wintertime, I was walking across the parking lot, and out in the woods behind the McDonald's, I saw something and went and investigated, and it was a graveyard that was totally grown over, had not been taken any care of it, and I couldn't tell you when. And several of the graves, apparently whoever was buried there was buried in wooden boxes, because there was an indentation for where the grave was. It had sunk in.
Wow.
And it's interesting to find that stuff. And the tombstones, they were stone, but they were so weathered, it was barely legible, some of it. And a lot of the tombstones were not legible at all.
Yeah, there are people that go around now that people figured out that there are people that go around doing that. There's a lot of people doing it just for the clicks. But back in the day on YouTube, I saw people that would go around to older cemeteries and find graves that hadn't been kept, and tombstones that were mossy covered and whatnot. They get dirty out there, and they would spend extra time just cleaning them up and making them pretty again. I'm it took me a long time. As a kid, I was terrified of death, and then it took me a while, but then by the time I was 24, I had done lost a husband.
Wow.
And so me and Death had a talk, and we're straight now.
Well, there you go.
Well, none of us get out of here alive.
That's what came out.
None of us get out of here alive. And
None of it.
I have never seen a U-Haul truck or trailer behind a hearse.
That's true.
So you're not taking it with you. You better do it while you're here.
I had a button that said, "The one that dies with the most toys wins." I also had one that said, "My only domestic quality is that I live in a house." I don't have that button collection anymore.
That's too bad.
That second was not particularly true anyway. Though I would really have been thinking about finding a wife. I really need one. That's the quietness of same-sex relationships being brought up, and nobody knowing what to fucking say about it. I don't care what sex my wife is, really. I just need someone who fits that job title. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be nice? Cook me some dinners, keep them dishes done. Girl, you so good.
But I was just going to ask if somebody could read the comment that David wrote, and as I have up there.
There's a hidden cemetery right in the middle of the New Haven Green with over 10,000 unmarked graves. The city just removed the stones and turned it into a park.
They'll be making a Poltergeist movie about this in a couple of years.
That right there is why I know that's a bad goddamn idea. Back when I used to watch scary movies, I watched every bit of that 1,000 times. I love those Poltergeist movies, and was really scared of what do you call that when the screen goes.
Oh yeah.
I got real scared of that for a while, but then eventually I had to quit watching scary movies. There's just no sense in it. There's enough nightmares I'm having about Wonder Bread. I don't need anything
Wonder
else
Bread?
shoved in my head.
Oh,
The
remember they
Wonder
used to have
Bread
a
is
smiley
coming
face on
after
the end of them?
you. The Wonder Bread is coming after you.
Yeah. Well, they used to have a smiley face at the end of the loaf. And every night or twice a week or whatever it was, we drove through Little Rock to get to our divorce classes because my mom was worried about our mental health and stuff. And bless her, bless her, bless her. And, she was getting a divorce. And every time we'd all roll, Mama would say, "Oh, here comes the bread factory." We'd roll the windows down and you could just smell bread cooking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, my fat girl loves that shit. So yeah. And then there's smiles. And then Craig O'Neill had a radio show that I used to call into almost every morning, trying to get onto it when I was in high school. And yeah, I made up a dream about Wonder Bread laughing at me because he had a fake psychologist or some shit dream interpreter or whatever he was. It was just a character. So I was like, fuck, if it's just a character, I'll make up a fake fucking dream. Well, not that I was Craig's favorite, but I did get on his show several times. I won the amateur minute by playing my key monica to sound like a train. Woo, woo, and it was stupid. It was beyond stupid, but I won $1.04.
Well, there's nothing like winning free stuff. I stayed up till 3:00 in the morning on a weekday, school day, to win Kansas album Left Overture, and I would have stayed up a week to win that album because I wanted it so bad, and it's got a lot of good music on it, and I still have the album. Rarely play it because I don't want to have to replace it. But when Big Macs first came out, I'll never forget this. They first did it. If you could say the ingredients in a Big Mac in less than 3 seconds, you would win 7 Big Macs. Now, why they chose 7 is beyond me, but that was the terms.
Two all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onion, sesame seed bun.
Close enough. Call up McDonald's, tell them you want your 7 Big Macs.
Right, yeah, right.
I don't know if they're any good anymore, though.
They're not.
Yeah.
No, In-N-Out's the only good place to eat. Sorry, just that's how it is.
I'm trying to read a little bit of chats so that we don't get too far behind. It's actually pretty quiet there. I've done a few investigations and only a few responses. Yeah, I don't think too many spirits would be hanging out in a graveyard. I think they would be hanging out in their homes. Their homes, their places of work.
The places they frequented.
I hate to go there, but if they were done in or sudden death, I think they'd probably hang out there. Possibly, I don't know.
And they can attach.
Yep.
Yeah, murder me, bitch. I'm attaching. I'm gonna fucking poke you in the ear for the rest of your fucking life.
I'm gonna make your toilet paper explode or catch fire.
Oh dear.
Where you have
burning toilet paper.
That's why I'm not a ghost.
I'm not a ghost.
Why you're not a ghost?
Yes.
I'm not a ghost, and nor do I play one on TV.
I don't play one either. No, it's funny.
It's crazy. My brain just hops back and forth in time, apparently. Because after all them times I called to get on the radio, I won tickets and everything too, lots of times. But I understand now. Y'all should too, if you understand. If you know anything about me and what I do for fun, this channel, my channel. Holy fuck!
Snarky, how about jumping into tomorrow night around 11:10 and tell me what the numbers are?
If only the woodpecker cried. The bark on the trees was as soft as the sky.
That too.
Mm-hmm. That means I can't. I can't. I have no control over my hands, much less my psychic abilities. My brain does whatever the fuck it wants to. I'm just along for the ride.
Well, there you are.
Esmeralda is laughing at one of us. I don't know which one.
I hope
Who
it's me.
said something funny? Maybe it's somebody in chat said something funny. Let's not miss any fun.
Pretty sure she's laughing at what Starkey said. Also, can somebody read what's up on the screen right now, please?
Some spirits are waiting for their bodies to resurrect, and some visit cemeteries, and some are stuck there for various reasons. Which is, that Michael J. Fox movie where he played what he could see ghosts in real life, but he pretended to be a Ghostbuster.
What movie?
Do y'all remember that movie? Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, yeah. And that army guy, that army guy, the army or whatever his fucking name was, that was in every movie and was always the drill instructor guy. He was great, but he was in it, and he stands up out of his grave. Oh, probably doing and then like trying to start a war, but he's a fucking ghost and can't hurt nobody.
I don't recall that movie at all.
Wow. I don't either.
Well, y'all are missing a pretty cool little movie then.
We'll have to look it up.
Because I don't know what the name of it is.
That's okay.
There's a movie out there. Google. There's a movie out there called The Devil and Max Devlin. It's a Disney movie.
Oh, yeah.
And aside from Snarky, you're the only person I've ever asked, and they've been like, yeah, I totally remember that movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. In fact, it's the only movie of Bill Cosby's I like.
Yeah. Hey, Crab to get.
You didn't like Ghost Dad?
No, I never even saw it. Why would I see that movie? It looks
stupid. Okay.
Leonard Part 6?
Leonard Part 6, what is that?
I wanted Leonard Part 1 through 5, really, to understand what the fuck was happening in Leonard Part 6. For somebody who was just the goddamn genius comic that he was, for his material. I mean, I listened to his albums growing up. Like, he's part of the comedy that made me. You know, him and the Smothers Brothers. I love them so much. But yeah, for somebody that was so good at stuff, he sure was really bad at getting a movie. I mean, bad. He didn't make a good movie, did he?
Who?
Bill Cosby.
Aside from Devil and Max Devlin being the only movie I like with him in it, that'd be his best movie that he ever was in my opinion.
You see, I'm remembering the title more than I'm remembering the movie.
Yeah.
Well, the movie was like this guy who wanted to do like, motorcycle riding or some shit like that. And then he like sold his soul to the devil, which was, fucking, the guy. Yeah, thank you. He was the devil, right? Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, why it's my favorite movie with him in it. He played himself. And he loses in the end too, because of course.
Of course. It's an 80s movie?
I think it's like either 70s or 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the 80s, the bad guy lost, the good guys won, and the hero got the girl. Every fucking time.
Yeah, it was predictable and fun.
Satisfying.
There you go. It was utterly satisfying. Yeah, there you are.
I'm not unsatisfied with the way movies are now or the way they were before then, but man, I am such a Brat Pack girl, John Hughes, all in movies. I won tickets to go see the premiere in Little Rock of Pretty in Pink, and same for the original Red Dawn. I don't know why they remade that movie. I'm fucking not going to watch it. That's cool.
The original was perfect, and you can't improve. You can't improve on perfect.
And what is there to update? It's like, why did they remake Hairspray? Because John Travolta wanted to. Fuck John Travolta. You had a perfect fucking movie. Why go around fucking with it? Ta-da.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, I get heated sometimes.
Sometimes.
well, don't feel bad. Go on.
Go ahead, Snarky. I thought you had something else to say.
No, I just said I get heated sometimes, and then I started trying to unheat.
She's fired up.
There's
Fired
nothing
up,
wrong
though.
with Snarky getting fired up a bit. The Frighteners
I'm usually
was
on the side
title.
of right.
Yeah, Esmeralda said The Frighteners was the title of the movie with Michael J. Fox.
Yes.
Good job, Esmeralda.
Well, snap! I didn't even know.
If I had a gold star, I'd put it on your forehead right now.
Very gingerly and tactfully.
No, I'd lick it and then I'd stick it.
You lick it and stick it, guys.
It used to be lick. You had to lick them. You used to have to lick them. So for all you young people, yeah, they didn't used to have sticky stuff on the back already. Stamps, gold stars. I lick and stick.
I remember most everything you said tonight in chat and put it together with what you just said, and there's so many bad jokes. I'm not going there. Next. As
You
in
want
the
my phone
barbershop.
number?
As in the barbershop. Next. Yeah. We're going to have to nickname Snarky Snappy because she likes to look away and then snap back.
Yeah. You can just call me dramatic.
It's just called dramatic.
I'm always saying something even when my mouth is closed. Tell the story. It took me 5 fucking tries to get that video right.
That was a good video.
Well,
I saved them all so I can make a compilation video showing everybody how good it can be, but just ain't right. And how much work somebody actually does put in. They don't think y'all understand how much work some of this stuff is. I mean, I know some of it's just random. Holy shit! I just woke up and Nana yelled at me. But some of it, hours and days and weeks and months of planning and whatever go into it. And shit, if I got something on my mind, it's always there.
Snarky Esmeralda says that you are such fun.
No, I actually should really have real friends in those near me somewhere, but I don't. I scare everybody. But y'all love me, and I hadn't been so happy in my whole life as I've been surrounded by all you good people.
Well, that's how it is. People in real life don't get the people online life. There you go. That's just how it is.
They never got me. It had nothing to do with the internet.
I was trying to be nice.
You were perfectly nice, but I like perfectly honest. I'm not trying to trick anybody. Not much, anyway. Not really. It's not really tricking.
David says he has a big DVD collection. So, David, what do you call a big collection? Like 100, 200? Put a number on that, please.
Please.
You're getting ready to brag, aren't you?
Not me. I've got one little bookshelf, and it is a small bookshelf that has DVDs.
My living room looks like a DVD library.
But I also have all of Star Trek The Next Generation on VHS. Nice. And all of Stargate SG-1 on DVD.
I have a friend I made on TikTok who was in a couple of those episodes on Stargate.
No, right on.
Oh, man.
I haven't seen him in a long time because he lives on TikTok, I guess. And he never would come to YouTube to visit me.
That's terrible.
I was his TikTok mom, and now that I'm saying that, I'm realizing that there seems to be a theme today.
Quay. Sarah, is that pronounced Quay? Quey?
That's how I say it, but then I don't really say it that well because I can't read. But hi, welcome.
Danny Staten is back, and he says thousands of DVDs and more VHS than you can imagine. Thank you,
Danny.
neighbor Danny.
Oh, there.
Danny,
Yeah, that's the
are
thing I know.
you, Danny, are you willing to say whether you're in the upstate or the low country? It might be Quay.
I was just
Quay.
waiting for it to respond. Like I'm a
Yeah.
spaz. He has to type in chat.
Yeah.
Anyways, hi guys. Welcome to the show. Me too. I'm here. Who knew?
Yeah. And Danny, the reason I ask is because I was living in South Carolina before I moved back to North Carolina. I was in Greenville area.
There's your answer from David.
6 foot tall bookcase, filled too deep. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I might have more CDs, but I don't have more movies. I've got one of those spinners I've got one of those spinners that has the 4 sides to it. I've got one of those that's about waist high, and it is full from the floor to the top. And then I've got a 3 foot spinner, and then I got a couple of little mini bookshelves that have CDs, and then I got a few boxes.
Dan has the answer to your question too.
Oh my goodness. You didn't try to call me today, did you, Danny? I got 2 phone calls back to back from Anderson. I didn't recognize the number, so I don't answer if I don't recognize the number.
Good policy.
Yeah, there you go.
And they didn't leave a message, so they're not going to be talking to me. They're going to be blocked, but they're not going to be talking to me.
Never counted them. I know. Someone was like, "Well, how many movies do you think he's got?" I'm like, "How the fuck I can't even." I didn't learn that in the 4th grade when they were teaching me estimating. They did not really teach me that real good.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I don't know how many that is. And he's got a shit ton of books too. But I gave him the book thing. I think I gave him the movie thing too. But I can't take full credit. He had a daddy for a while.
I understand, Danny. I understand.
Yeah.
You're probably so busy because I think Danny. How many channels does Danny have?
800 bajillion.
Really?
Yeah, Danny's got a bunch of channels.
No wonder all he ever comments is, he ain't got time to be fucking around, finger fucking a keyboard.
He does. He's got 500 bajillion channels.
There's people I know living in Easley and Anderson and Greenville, Gurr.
They could even just do a name. It's just Gurr.
It is spelled Greer, but the locals pronounce it Gurr. And Simpsonville. Gurr. That's like over in Tennessee. The name of the town is Mary. Well, you haven't even heard the joke yet. Why are you laughing, Sarah?
Gurr.
Okay, I'll let you laugh that off, and then I'll tell you the other one. I don't want you to waste laughter on 2. We don't want them to overlap. We'll spread them out.
All right.
And I'm already laughing because I live in the South, and I know. I know.
I don't know why they pronounce it Gurr. I really don't, but that's what the locals want to pronounce it. And they have a distinction of having the largest copperheads on average in the country. They are the longest average size in that area of anywhere in the country.
Thanks for reminding me I need to go buy mothballs. Thank you.
What? Okay.
Mothballs, you throw them out there at the fence line, and then when the snakes smell it, they run away. They don't come in your yard.
Yeah, they don't like the smell.
Nobody likes the smell, but if it'll keep a snake away, I'm up for it.
Yeah, I used to throw a couple under the house.
That's
So,
I
interesting.
mean, if I was going under the house, I wouldn't want there to be snakes there.
well, around here, I mean, copperheads, black widows, you got to keep an eye out for. And if you go a little further down toward the coast, you got to look out for water moccasins.
Hmm. I just saw my very first black widow in the wild.
That-
That wasn't on a, some kind of screen, TV show or
Yeah.
internet. I saw the very first live ass black widow spider, and it saw me too.
did it
Who
ask for your
was
autograph by
scared?
chance?
Who was scared the most? You or the spider?
The spider was way scarier than I was.
Good. That's the way it ought to be.
I'm
That's the
stupid
way it ought
brave.
to be.
I'm just stupid fucking brave, like ridiculously dumb brave.
I don't think I've gone a year without seeing a black widow in North Carolina because there's quite a few of those around.
I grew up not understanding that it doesn't matter that you live in a town, a snake can still be in your yard.
Oh yeah.
I only figured that out after I'd had 2 kids.
If you look at the first minute or two of the video that I did of downtown Greenville, I start at one end of the bridge across the river, and anyway, that bridge is Main Street, downtown Greenville, and where I heard the trivia about the copperheads, a guy called in. He said he was parked on the middle of that bridge, and as he was walking back to get in his car, a copperhead bit him on the foot.
Well, fuck
So,
that.
and that's a long bridge, and in the middle of town. I was surprised to hear that. I just made sure I looked everywhere I walked.
I've always had an unnatural fear of snakes, or a natural fear that I let grow into phobic proportions because I live somewhere without snakes. Because yes, I'm Southern, but I'm not country. Let's get that straight, people.
Yeah.
I'm not country. I've learned a lot as an adult. Learned a lot of stuff that comes in handy fucking knowing that country people just fucking know, and that, not everybody else does. I've learned a lot, and I'm a better
love
person for all
snakes.
that, but I'm not country. I'm scared of snakes. I abandoned my 2-year-old to the snakes that one time. Thank God there was no snake. But my husband and me and the 2-year-old are standing there, and we're looking in this one there's a hole in the tree at the ground. And I looked in there and I saw a texture that was not the inside of a tree texture. And boing, I turned around and I ran and screaming. And then when I got far enough away, which was very far away, I turned around and said, "Snake!" And my husband is country. He knew there wasn't a snake. That's why he didn't grab the kid and run away, which is why I left the kid with him, because I knew he would be the one that needed to save the kid, because I had to save me. I was scared.
Yep. Esmeralda says that copperheads really scare her, and I don't like copperheads either because usually they travel in pairs, and if you see one, there's another one that you've not seen yet, and they can be very aggressive. I have been photographing waterfalls, wading through a river, and I'm talking 30-foot wide, and not deep but wide. And my buddy of mine that was with me, he yelled for me to come back up where he was. And when I got there, that's when he told me. He said, "Did you see that crossing the river coming toward you? It was a copperhead coming across the river at me."
Shit.
And yeah, I mean, so I have a lot of respect for copperheads.
Well, out here we have rattlesnakes. It's like the the one that everybody always tells us to watch out for, right? But I've never seen a live rattlesnake around my area at all. Now, my dad said he's seen them in our backyard when we lived in Temecula. I never did, not once, not in the field, not anywhere, not at schools, nowhere. But I've been out with people who went, rattlesnake hunting, and they got some, and they were, once live, now dead, right? And we got Truth in the house. Hey, Truth, how you doing? And woo, flocking woo to you too. But as far as snakes go in my sphere, my mom had a pet snake, Snakey. It was a gopher snake before I was even born. So being born into a house that already had a snake as a pet, and being able to have any pet we wanted overall, and having lots of snakes growing up. I
Did
don't
y'all hear
fear
that?
snakes. No.
No,
Okay.
What?
she didn't want us to hear.
Oh,
No, I
what
did.
did she ask us
I
to hear?
did.
Oh
Somebody,
no,
somebody drives by and honks almost every fucking day.
Oh, well, it's not me.
Ever since my big run-in with the police, I'm thinking it's one of the police that are just harassing me, but in a way that I can't ever prove. Or maybe I'm just a paranoid fool. I don't care. Either way, I'm getting fucking tired of that fucking horn going off every fucking day.
Yes, I could imagine.
It's probably that one cop that I gave such a hard time to about him being a coward with a tiny dick. And he's like, your mom liked it last night or some shit. And I'm like, you're sick because she's been dead for a while, and that's necrophilia, you fucking pervert.
Right?
So I always win.
And Snarky wonders why the cop isn't friendly.
They started it, and I don't care if I did start it. They're supposed to be professionals. I'm just a fucking rabid ass citizen.
Snarky's channeling first blood.
Sometimes, maybe. I don't know.
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm a
love it.
pacifist, so that motherfucker should have never pulled that taser on me.
Right?
But I think he's the one that's honking. And then that's why I said such nasty things to him every time I fucking see him. He deserves it. And I told him he needed to go get a job at McDonald's because he was a coward ass bitch. But then I found out that working at McDonald's is more dangerous than being a cop. So never mind.
It is.
Chance. Hello,
Hey, Chance.
Chance.
Hey, Chance.
And we got Truth up here too. We got
Hey, Ironton.
Thank you. We got Ironton Auditor here. I wish his name was easier for me to say, but nope.
Michael Kunkel, Truth Spitter. You hit your head on the horn.
Yeah, he was saying that he was honking his horn driving by your house.
Every day. Every day when you drive by, you head bang the fucking steering wheel, huh? Well, bless your heart. Sorry I had such a big effect on you.
Right.
Well, Sarah, even though I'm the wet blanket for paranormal activity, I am the magnet for snakes, because if I'm out and about and there's a snake around, I'm the one that finds it.
Nice.
Playing baseball in a lot, somebody hits a foul ball, I go after it, I go to reach for it, and there's a snake right next to it. And I mean, it's just everywhere I go, I seem to be the person that spots the snake. So I don't know.
There has to be one of them in every group in the South. That's just the way it goes. And if our snake spotter isn't there, the DNA shifts in one of us, and then they'll be the snake spotter. Because you got to keep it on.
I'm glad I see them before I get too close to them. I don't like snakes.
I like snakes a lot, just not poisonous ones.
It used to make the backs of my knees hurt and curl up. My knees wanted to curl up, and I would just fucking get because I saw something somewhere about a snake that jumped up and bit someone in the back of the knee when I was real little, and I just worried over that shit forever.
Well, I look at the statistics of it all, A snake has two ways to communicate. It can bite you or it can squeeze you. So you got a 50-50 chance of getting bit. Think you know. Hey, Chance, what's up?
Hey, Chad.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, Danny Staten.
What's the good word there, Chance?
Nothing. I just been sort of lurking in the background and thought I'd pop on so you could see my fat, round face. My pizza face. I just ate a pizza and it went right to my cheeks the last 2 days.
So you're admitting to being a lurker.
Yeah. Not a stalker, but a lurker. Give me a wrench.
I got the best
Oh, yeah, I
stalkers
got a
in the
wrench.
world. It's them lurkers I'm worried about.
Right?
Hey,
And
David. Hello,
Dave's
David.
hiding.
Hey, Dave. Hello, Esmeralda. My dear Esmeralda in Oregon State. Anyway.
I'm so glad I found out that I can go live now. It was a
Good.
big production for those of you that weren't behind the scenes with us. I was like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna push the button now. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm really scared. I didn't, because not knowing is so much easier than finding out, and it's a
Yeah, well, every time I get into YouTube jail, I have to go find out if I can do what I can do, and
I
I
still
hate not
can't
going
pin a
live.
comment in my own fucking comment section.
yeah, they'll probably get a hold of you soon and say if you want your advanced features back, you got to send us your ID and some other shit.
Oh.
So
Every time I click stuff, they're telling me that for a few different things. So I can fuck off with that. I don't know how that's supposed to work. I'll just keep making more channels and I'll just be everywhere. They can't get all of us.
well, yeah, but you still have to register your channels and stuff.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Otherwise, you're gonna delete it. Mine got deleted.
You're not listening. I'll be everywhere with so many channels they can't nuke them all.
Yes, Michael, they did. They did pinch my cheeks when I was little.
I just pinched your cheek.
And Jonathan Harris pinched my butt cheek, but that's another story for another time. Dr. Smith.
I'm jealous. He was so
Esmeralda.
cool, man. I loved him.
Esmeralda's turning into one of your big fans, Snarky.
I appreciate it. I was not cool with even thinking of all my subscribers and as fans. I was like, that don't make no sense. But now I'm cool with it.
We had that conversation on another channel the other day, and I don't think of people who come to my, YouTube calls them subscribers. I call them
Right.
people with a common interest because they're interested in what I put up on the screen. So common interest. I don't like calling them subscribers either.
Yeah, you think of a magazine like Sports Illustrated or something, something in the mail.
Right. That's why I call them flockers. They're my flocking family. They're flocking.
And
Family,
my
friends.
precious little weirdos.
Right?
So technically,
I know I can't do that either.
Oh
My-
shit.
I
my
was getting
people,
backwards.
my people could be called Trekkies because we trek around to mountaintops and waterfalls, and the Star Trek reference wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit.
There you go.
Then it'd be more like Trekkers, which
What
shouldn't
I
be a
said.
Star Trek reference because that's
Yeah.
just a dumb thing to call yourself about Star Trek.
Trekker. Trekker.
I'm a Trekkie. I'm on the Trekkie. I'm Team Trekkie.
I don't know. I think Sarah and Chance know more about Star Trek than most people. I haven't seen you talk all that much about Star Trek yet, Snarky. You could prove me wrong.
She did the other night with Sarah and I.
Yeah.
Real good. Yeah, I don't know if you were here for that. Were you?
Yeah, I was there, but she didn't get too many quotes in.
If you were there for the part 2, no, I was in quite the mental state at that point and couldn't focus on anything. And I haven't really announced it, but I had a manic episode.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
And that would be the animation level I was at that point. I had never had one that bad. I just kind of get real excited about things, you know.
Yep.
That's how mine usually manifests. It's just I get way too goddamn excited about dumb shit, whatever.
So
But
you suffer from chance syndrome.
yeah, there's a chance I'll be coherent. There's a chance I'll be funny, and there's a chance I'll make no goddamn sense. That's it.
Chance gets so enthusiastic he runs out of breath.
Forget to
We
breathe.
have to tell him
I
to
know.
breathe.
Bless his heart, I've seen him gasping for air, and I'm just like, baby, slow down, settle down. It's gonna be okay. It's open all night. It's all right.
Well, I'm embarrassed about last night. At the very beginning of the show, like I'm supposed to hit the live button, and then Sarah's going to hit the music, or maybe I was supposed to hit the music, and she was going to hit the live button. Anyway, I screwed up, and right at the beginning, you see me going, "Roll it!" Like I'm screaming. I look like such an asshole. I mean, for a split second, and then TD goes, "You had one job. One job." She was funny. But I mean, I just sound like such a prick right at the beginning of the thing.
Okay.
Roll it! Like I'm screaming at everybody.
So you had told me that so you're texting me something about that, right? And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. I haven't checked back at all with it yet. I was still doing a bunch of other stuff on my end, right? And then I had my headphones on. I had them onto my cell phone at this point, right? So not connected to my computer at this point. So I forget that anything that Chance said about the beginning of the show, right? Forget all about what he said. So I go to watch it, and I jump because I hear from Chance in my ears. Awkward. Yeah. Anyways, I thought it was funny. Also, I jumped big time. Almost peed myself. Anyways, but even though he had already said that was like that at the beginning of the show, I forgot. Anyways, but I thought it was funny.
I mean, you know, it's good to have a work ethic even when you're just playing. But I'm pretty sure Chance is trying to work this into something that's going. You know, because he's really got this professionalism thing going on. Whereas I'm here just to make people giggle and I don't expect to ever get anything from it except all that fucking satisfaction from hearing y'all's giggles because it makes me happy.
Oh,
yeah.
Sarah has
well, we appreciate that. Laughter is the best medicine.
I do believe in laughter above all else. Then feels. Anger never does anybody anything. Nobody cares. They hear the thing and then they go grr and then name their city grr because angry people. Just saying.
I don't think Chance was here for that discussion. Greer, South Carolina, Greer. The locals call the town Grr.
Ooh, grr.
Grr.
Did y'all cover O.J. Simpson dying yet?
Nope.
Oh, y'all, O.J. died.
Yeah, the juice cut a deuce.
He ran out of juice.
Yeah. Now he's gonna be he saved current with the getting juiced the electric chair, but
he beat that a long time ago.
Yeah, no.
And you know, because we can't actually know, I know that he is he's faced it now.
Yeah, because we're not the judge and the jury. You know, that's someone else. But man, I was just talking with TD about OJ and her stream and chat, and she was talking about her boyfriend never heard of him, of OJ Simpson. And so we were just talking about him the other night. How ironic. But
how old's her boyfriend? 12?
I don't know. He's younger than her, she said. I don't know his age.
Good job, TD. Don't marry him. Don't marry him. But
Ezra says anyone who will write a book, if I did it, is a blank. Yeah, I know, man. And the publisher wouldn't publish it if I did it. I would have read it though. I definitely would have read that.
It's published. The Ron, what's his Perlman or whatever, not Perlman, the guy, the Ron guy that got killed. The judgment that
Coleman.
OJ was supposed to pay that he wasn't paying, they got the rights to that book, and then they published it under, they put something else on the title because they get the money from that.
Oh yeah, because they didn't get the civil money because he was being a dick. Stonewalled him, saying, "You don't get my NFL pension, no matter what." And they couldn't touch his NFL pension. That's a hefty sum of money. But yeah, it was Ron Goldman, not Ron, the guy that created.
Goldman, I knew it was a man there somewhere.
Not the Ron that made Mr. Microphone. That's another Ron. Ron
Popeil.
Popeil, yeah.
Popeil.
Yeah.
The pocket fisherman. Spray on hair.
I like the hair in the can. You ran the same wavelength, lady.
Man, I was watching shit for the whole time it was on. I loved it.
Other night I did a stream and I just taken a nap and my hair was all poofed out and I turned around and it looked like I was totally bald in the back, and I'm not. I'm thin in the back. I was like, oh shit, I could use that hair in a can. If I had that before I went live, save some time. Anyway,
Ron Perlman is the actor that was in Beauty and the Beast and Hellboy and stuff.
With Linda
he
Hamilton.
Usually has on makeup because he's got quite the interesting jawline.
Got a hair lip too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed that. I've not looked at his face, naked face very much.
Yeah.
Naked face.
He did a bunch of strange shows like Fall Guy. I have on film. He did a Fall Guy episode like back in 1984 with Lee Majors and shit. Anyway.
He's a tall motherfucker. Big fella.
He is. Yeah.
Big feller. That's the deal with his jaw though, is because of the he's tall and he's got that overgrowth thing going on, and that's Yeah. I dated a guy that was 6'9" for a minute, and he had already had surgery to shave his jaws down a little bit so that it wasn't so prominent.
That must have been hard. He was 6'9". How tall are you?
5'7.5".
Wow. How could you 69? I'm kidding.
I don't know. We never got that far, dude.
That'd be. You need a Craftmatic adjustable bed.
When we kissed.
Yeah.
Couldn't take it. I just couldn't deal with it.
You're like climbing a tree. Yeah.
Climbing a tree, oh God. I was thinking of too many naughty things about morning wood and all this shit now. Thanks, guys.
Oh, Snarky, Esmeralda, to you, Snarky, my current husband is 13 years younger. He's a year older than the husband before him.
That's my girl.
He likes him young. She's robbing the cradles. I like that.
It's rocking the cradle. Thank you.
Rocking the cradle. There you go.
We got Colt in the house.
And robbing shit. They grown up.
Snarky, we got Colt in the house.
Hey, Colt. He's got cool streams.
Oh, hey, Colt. Hey, little brother. Oh, I'm so glad that you made it. Yes. I'm so glad that my channel can go live. All that. But yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Colt's pretty cool. He's a good guy.
Definitely.
Him, my little brother.
Yes, I know he is.
I'm a Steelers fan, a long-suffering Steelers fan, man.
I had a Steelers champion jacket I bought at the thrift store. It was my favorite coat for the longest time.
Cool.
$15.
We got Michael in the house. Hey, RC, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Always good to see you.
Hey, Michael Jones.
Yeah. Seriously, still one of my favorite RC channels out there. If you don't know him. He's good dude.
Yeah, I went to his page. That's very interesting.
Told you.
Sarah, I told Al Hardy that you're going to be live, and I sort of invited him and my friend Ryan Settles, and Al says, "You're going live again. You're going to get overexposed. It won't be special." He goes, "It won't be special no more when you go live."
What?
Okay. Yeah, I said, "I'm going to jump on with Sarah and Snarky tonight. Why don't you join us?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You just going live too much, man." He goes, he told me this on the phone. He goes, "You going live again?" Anyway.
it's
I don't think he understands how that works.
No, this game is not for someone his age. That's for sure.
Overexposed? That's for film, dude.
Well, I mean, you could go live too much. There are people that go live all day, every day, day by day, 24 hours a day, and they don't really have anything to add. And you're like, what are you doing? But then there's other things that aren't like that at all. So
Sarah, I joke about, I say, get alive. The expression get a life was said by Shatner on Saturday Night Live back in November 86. I got into a big argument online with someone on YouTube in a David Letterman video because there was a show, Get a Life, with Chris Elliott, a sitcom based on that expression, but it was Shatner who said it first in pop culture on SNL in a parody of a Star Trek convention. And
yes, I remember
these
that one.
quote unquote fans are like, what was a combination of your safe on the USS Enterprise? And he's like, it was a job, damn it. I just got a check. I got paid. He's like, he's like, get a life, will you people? Get a life. And so that's the first time I thought it was uttered. And so I mentioned that.
Oh,
and
right.
someone said,
No,
it wasn't. It was in a book in 1983. And I'm thinking, nobody knows about that book. Everyone knows about Saturday Night Live. And everybody knows about Shatner's Get a Life. And that was before the Chris Elliott sitcom. So I disagree. I respect. And then the guy just called me an idiot. He's like, you're some internet quote unquote expert. You don't know shit.
I mean, I'd have a hard time thinking that anybody could even trace the first time someone said get a life. I doubt that that's actually the first time,
I never heard of it until at SNL in November 86 when I was just a kid. That's the first time I'd heard it.
I don't know if I did or
Never
not.
heard it in the movie. Yeah.
But I know that he needed to do something to get back in our good graces because he had been an ass.
Yeah.
The same kind of ass that Michael Nesmith was about the monkeys.
You mean the fans? Oh, absolutely. Yes. In fact, here's a videotape of Shatner's SNL. I taped it back on that night. SP Speed. Remember, kids, this is called a videotape. And it's got the commercials and everything. It's in perfect quality. Shatner hosting Saturday Night Live, November 86, right around Thanksgiving. Promoting Star Trek for the Voyage Home.
Chance, you just reminded me somewhere in all of these boxes from my moving around the country, I have local channel 45 back in the day ran a weekend of the original Star Trek series, 24 hours a day. Me and a buddy teamed up and we taped the entire weekend on VHS. Somewhere I have that.
See, that's what we had to do back in the day to be able to have any kind of, home watchable physical media. We were taping off the radio. We were taping off the TV.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I would tape Star Trek, on my, VHS, and then I would take that VHS and I'd play it, and then I would tape it onto my tape player, right?
Right.
And then I would drive around and listen to Star Trek episodes in my car.
There's the original VHS right there, 1988.
Wow.
85, 80, I got them all.
Sarah, that is something I have never done, is take the audio from Star Trek. That I have not done that.
I did that with a little tape recorder before we got a VHS. With Space Giants on TBS, 1979.
I got on cassette tape the Jerry Reed show. He had a TV show, and I've got like 2 of his shows on just cassette. And it was one of those little, rectangular shapes, and you push buttons on one end. Oh my goodness. I don't know where those tapes are. They're somewhere in a box.
I think I still have one tape with Generations on it and an episode of Deep Space Nine.
I recorded the first Star Trek Generations episode, The Next Generation, September 87. I have that videotape here somewhere. But
dude, I remember watching that. I was laying on the floor of the house in Temecula because we just moved to Temecula when I was like, when I was just starting my freshman or my first grade year. Jesus Christ. Anyways, and I remember watching it. It was pretty freaking cool.
Al Hardy gave me this. This is a 1967 NBC affiliate Star Trek picture of the cast. A little faded from the episode in production order. The Metamorph, 31st episode. No, not the Metamorph. Metamorphosis, which had guest star the girl from Eleanor Donahue from the Andy Griffith Show early episodes, and Father Knows Best.
Father Knows Best. Yep.
Good night, Dan.
Bye, Dan.
And I'm
Good night, Dan.
I got my camos on that they like to tease me about.
Yeah.
All right, but do you have your belt on? That's what we're worried about.
Yeah, No pants are falling down the night because I ain't got no underwear on under. Nobody wants to see
Okay.
my. Nobody wants to see my junk in my flat ass.
No junk.
night,
This
Dan.
is not a junk show.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not that kind of party, dude.
This isn't OnlyFans. This is YouTube. Yep, 100% not that kind of place. Good job.
Now, you know,
Cole,
I'll listen, like, because, you know, I wear in my earbuds and whenever I'm mowing and stuff, you know, or if I've got busy hands and I don't have my hands to be flicking around with the phone, I'll put the Monkeys episodes, their TV show, I'll put them on. I got a playlist where I found somebody made a playlist, and I'll just listen to the Monkey Show because I've seen them so many times. It's like I can watch them inside my head as long as that's going in my ears going. I can just keep up.
I forgot I did this. The tape with Shatner hosting, I converted it to DVD, and
Good
also
thing, because that magnetic tape, it does not last, and you can't expect it to.
Yeah. And if you recorded it on long, you know, the slow speed record, it goes even faster.
Mm-hmm.
I did it in the good speed, you know, so it does go fast, SP speed stereo. But I also recorded Good Morning America. All that week they promoted Star Trek for the Voyage Home with the cast and crew. I recorded local reviews. It's all on this tape. Nope. It's all rare stuff.
Nope.
Anyway, Trekkie talk, Trekker talk.
Yeah.
Well, everybody in chat should know if the four of us get together, it's going to eventually go to Star Trek.
Yep. It's one of those things.
We should have our own conventions. The Snarky, My Flock, James Camera at Dawn, Nostalgic Pod Blast convention, the YouTube meeting of the minds in person at a central location at a hotel and throw down.
Throw down. Okay.
What just happened? What? I feel like I got invited somewhere and don't understand what's happening.
Chance said he threw his pants down for you, Snarky.
Oh, I told him not to.
No, you don't want to see that.
Don't tell her he didn't do it. Just let her think he did.
You don't want to see that one-eyed wonder. Not yet.
And start muted. Okay.
Yeah, I had to. I was talking to my son. They're his grandkittens, so I was like, "Don't you want to take your kids?"
Oh, shit's hilarious.
I've got a silly question for you, Sarah.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Why is it that in the stream I'm showing up as just a white dot?
You're a boob.
Because at some point Streamyards had a stroke and kicked you out of the stream, but then put you back in, but took away your picture.
You have to
how sweet of them to do that.
Do the thing and pick a new picture. Pick your picture, and that
quite some time ago.
It.
Nah, that's okay.
So then,
yeah, we like movies. It's okay.
Yeah, you just be a nipple.
Oh no, Colt, you don't have any cigars? I'm so sorry, sweetie. I know how much you really like those.
Yes.
Hopefully you got a little bourbon to take the pain away.
There's no way to take that pain away. If you don't have something to smoke, it's terrible. I can't find my butane, so I'm not having the best smoking day either. Oh my God, just put a picture back. It's no longer a nipple. Chess, you have anything to show us?
Isn't that amazing? I figured out how to do it and didn't knock myself off the channel.
Congratulations.
Yay!
That is amazing.
It's very good. I'm very proud of you.
The old man can learn a new trick, let me tell you.
That's awesome, man.
That's very good.
I feel like that all the time, though. Like, please pat me on the back. I just did something simple that everybody else does when they're 5. You know?
Yeah, I mean, people don't realize that
It's hard.
anybody under 20 years old, they've always had a smartphone, always had a computer, and yeah, I never laid eyes on a computer until I was 20 something because they didn't exist. I mean, you see them on TV, but
Hey,
see one
Mitchell.
in person, nope.
Hey, Brandon Mitchell. Hope everything's going okay for you, buddy.
Thanks,
Right?
Esmeralda.
Hey, I have to thinking here.
Think.
Yeah, I know.
I can't
But
stop thinking.
No, Chess, did you have anything that you wanted to play first today?
Oh
What?
no. I'm just trying to figure out how to put over my camera shot my logo. That's all I'm trying to do right now.
Okay. Well, I just thought maybe you had something that you wanted to play first.
No. I'm trying to figure out how to put like Jim has the waterfall. How do I put my logo up over my face?
Well, you have to
close your camera.
Yeah,
just turn your camera
thing
off.
where it says stop camera.
Oh, stop
Yeah.
camera.
That. Yeah.
But it's and how do I put my
you select
the
photo.
little square that's underneath the rest of us that's got you, where it's got your name? Push that little picture of yourself.
Oh.
There you go.
And edit audio avatar.
Headline.
There you go.
Thank you, dear. Let me try to do that. I want to learn this.
I always thought it was very strange to call it an audio avatar because that makes me think it's not a picture. It's not about something you see. It's something you hear. But no, it's because you're only audio when you're using the avatar. That's all I can figure out.
Oh, cool.
And this avatar is not on my channel, but it is a place that I've gone and videoed. This is Linville Falls.
I'm listening, Jim. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, you've got your logo up. That looks good.
Thanks, man.
Snarky's got a turtle.
The naughty turtle.
I can only imagine.
That is the naughty turtle because he is supposed to be having his eyes covered like the star does. The star is a good star. It's minding. But that turtle is naughty. He's peeking. Yeah, it's been an interesting 3 weeks.
That's better.
There you are. Yeah, that's a lot better. Good job.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Yeah. But then also there's mine. Mine is just my original my last original logo there.
That is true, Esmeralda. And
I'm sorry, we started pushing buttons and forgot about chat. Sorry, chat.
Nah. Esmeralda was just telling the size of computers when we were young.
Oh, there you go. I remember when we got our first computer. I was a little kid, and some Asian lady sold it to us, I guess. And we went to a Chinese restaurant after that, and I wanted to eat chicken feet. And my parents told me I couldn't because they thought I wouldn't like them. But because I'm who I am and I'm stubborn, my parents said, fine, sir, eat your chicken feet. And I did, and I love them to this day. And there you go.
That sticky fucking cartilage and shit.
I love that stuff, man. But I'm a weirdo. What can I say? I also like fish heads.
When I figured out that you could take the bones that you didn't eat from the fish and throw them back into the fryer, and then they're like a crunchy little snack.
Right?
I'm like, fuck yeah, use the whole buffalo, motherfucker. I got this.
Use the whole buffalo. There you are.
Sarah, do you know what a circuit board would look like? A large one?
Well, yeah, so else depending on for what?
Well, I didn't know because everything's been so miniaturized these days. I didn't know if people knew what a circuit board looked like. But imagine a circuit board as high as a sheet of notebook paper, but also as wide, so it's square instead of rectangular shape. Two of those filled with ICs was 128K of memory.
Wow.
2 of those.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first systems I worked on coming out of school.
Cool.
I
And
mean, when
now,
my first computer was like the RAM or something on it was 400 and something megabytes.
oh, probably kilobytes. Probably
Yeah.
Fucking
kilobytes.
ridiculous, man. 1995 would be
The-
when that was.
Oh yeah, it might have had that much then.
Yeah,
I
Windows
ran
95.
I ran a
DOS.
calibration I ran a calibration lab with a computer that had 10 megabyte hard drive.
Mm.
Can you imagine 10 megabyte on anything today? My phone's got more. Hundreds of times more.
Yep. That's funny. No,
And everybody needs to learn petabyte
Here it is.
because
Oh
the
shit.
systems will be using petabyte probably in the next few years. That's
yeah,
what
'cause they're
comes
using
after
terabyte now.
terabyte.
Right. You know, it's funny too because my dad used to work for Hughes Aircraft, right? So
Oh yeah.
you can imagine that. I'm aware of what was for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, his dad also worked for Hughes Aircraft, so. And my mom
Now
was
that would be an experience.
yeah, and my mom worked for Northrop at one point, so. What'd you find, Chance?
The tape where I taped the very first Star Trek: The Next Generation on its original air date, September
Oh,
Sunday night, 1987. I labeled it. I erased an episode of The Incredible Hulk. It says, Star Trek or STTNG 1987 debut
wow.
in the good speed.
Priorities.
I haven't
Ev-
converted that to DVD. I need to do that, and I have plenty of blank DVDs in a machine that'll do it. So that's all.
Yep.
Esmeralda, the first language I learned was assembly language. That's what I programmed a Motorola 6800.
Damn.
Cool.
That was over 40 years ago.
Incredible.
I don't tech like that. I just hit apps and those kind of things.
I think
User.
Yes, I'm just a user of the tech. I don't invent tech. Although if I did invent tech, it would be pretty epic because it would work. It'd be weird. It'd be a feature of the thing would be it worked.
Oh, what a novel idea.
Right? Instead of nowadays, I'm like, I guess it's supposed to. No, never mind. It's not going to work. You know, it says it's going to. Amazing. And then I get all sad and upset. And everybody's like, calm down. You can't fix it. It's tech. It's not your fault. And I'm like, but it should just work. And when it doesn't, I have a problem with it.
Pop rocks.
Pop rocks.
I'm gonna
That's
put
in
some.
the video. Go ahead.
I'm gonna put some in my mouth. Sarah,
Yes.
Are you going to drink a
Say the
Dr.
line.
Pepper?
say
Are
the
you going
line.
to drink a Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, I can, but I have water.
He has water.
You gotta say the line. I'm gonna put some in my mouth.
Go for it.
What's the
Let's
line?
see.
That's what she said.
Oh, that's what she said.
There you go. Well, that's what he
Close
said.
up on that camera,
That's what he
Chance.
said.
Not
Okay,
you, the
excuse me.
professional. Come on now. Face,
well,
boy, face. Give
I
us your
thought I was
face.
the one that was open. Hang on, let me be right back.
Okay, well, the thing is when he said, give me the line, I was thinking of a movie, and I'm like,
What movie?
yeah, I'm not thinking of like the live line. No, not that. Not what she or he said. No, I'm thinking like a movie. I'm like, what
Yes,
movie?
exactly. And I could
You
hear
got
you
me.
thinking that.
Yes, the little hipster in my head went, movie? You know, in fact, I never even heard about Pop Rocks until I saw what's the name of that movie?
Oh,
It's a
I
horror movie. Fuck, I can't
I
remember.
remember people taking those and drinking them down quickly so that they would be popping in their tummies. And a lot of people got in bad shape over that.
Nah, they burped. It's all right. I made a
It's now-
video the other day with a
it's now
filter
cereal.
that had pops around it like that, and I couldn't hardly make the video because I was laughing because there was little pops all over my face. I was like, it's like Pop Rocks on the outside.
I remember that. And also, I can't hear it popping anymore.
Watch out. Chance has a green tongue. Kirk will be coming in any second.
You know how you get a blue tongue? Lick and moist. I don't know. Why did I say that? See? If I just let my mouth go. Yep.
What are you laughing at, Sarah?
Well, yeah.
She's remembering the last time she licked a Smurf.
What? No.
That was blue, not green. Smurfs are blue.
I know, but it looked blue to me.
Oh my God.
Esmeralda, my first computer that I owned at home was a Commodore 64.
Yeah. That's where I learned the little tiny bit of programming that I do know was my friend who had a Commodore 64, and he showed me, so that when I would go into Sears and the places that sold computers and had one set up, I would sit there and go, oh, one, and then I would make my name and stuff scroll across the screen. I don't even remember how to do that now.
Tandy.
There for a
radio
minute, I
chat.
could do HTML there for just a minute, but just because I had a program that helped me cheat called Cute HTML.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I loved that little program, and it was gone whenever I came back with a computer years later and wanted to, learn again. They didn't make it anymore. It wasn't there.
Well, when I was in I think it was maybe 8th grade. Yeah, I was in the shop, and we had the CAD program, and that's when I started learning about engineering and shit. And I thought that was kind of cool. And then one day I was like, hey, can I get the CAD program that I used in like 8th grade? And my dad and my brother looked at me like, huh? Like, that's so old school. Like, there's way better things now. Go get that. And I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology definitely changes very fast.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
The way I learned how to edit videos and stuff in high school, not even a thing anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I had to figure it hell out again on my phone with apps and stuff, right?
Like in 95, I forgot. Oh yeah, there was so many, like on Yahoo I forgot what it's called, but you can make your own website thing. But we had all these little funny things. I just made funny ones, kind of like the weird videos I put together now, where it had these little animations, little gifs, and they were beans. They were human beings, and I just had so much fun. I made all the kids. I made them their own little web page about them, and they felt special and all that.
That's pretty cool. I've never made a web page in my life.
Well, I have. That's when I got into that cute HTML, because I was like, oh, because when you're just trying to use the basic user stuff, sometimes things just didn't work out right. And then finally, I learned enough to know that you can switch over to the HTML, and then I got that program and stuff, and I just loved it. I just loved it.
That's awesome.
Esmeralda says no more / and / stuff for a command.
When I was
I would say
when I was in 8th grade too, I did a computer class because I had to, right? And we learned how to do spreadsheets and shit. And I was like, I hate spreadsheets. That's the dumbest thing ever. And but also at the time, O.J. Simpson trial was going on, so a lot of the class was freaking polls and other various things on O.J. Simpson. So there you go.
I really wish everyone knew at least the basics of spreadsheets and databases, just so they could understand how much information about every individual can be linked together so easily. And just links of information with a click of a button, what can be found out is absolutely amazing.
Well,
Yeah, when I was in
learned,
college in 92 to 94, one of the courses that they made you take was just getting to know computers. And, they taught you down to this is what a hard drive looks like. And blah, blah, and this is why you shouldn't
Mhm.
smoke in a room with your computer, blah, 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 and all that. And, yeah, that was pretty cool. But when I got a computer and started messing around with them, I totally dove into those spreadsheets. They were so much fun. I didn't do anything good with them. I didn't do anything bad with them. I pretty much just was playing with them.
well, see, the things about the spreadsheet was I learned because my mom had to do that for her work, right? She worked for the school district at this time, and she did accounts receivable and stuff like that. So she would know about spreadsheets. So when I learned about them, I was like, "Mom, I hate spreadsheets." She's like, how do you think I feel? And we had a bonding moment there about how stupid they are.
Snark, do you
there
like
for a
it?
minute, it seems like I was being told that the easiest way to do something was to just use a spreadsheet to set it up.
Colt is
That
speaking
just,
French to you in chat.
I
Yeah,
know, and I don't speak French. I was trying to fucking read it, but I don't know
but
how.
he thinks you like it.
Well, of course he does. He also thinks that I was born in, I don't know what the fuck he thinks. He thinks a lot of stuff. And he likes to pick on me because I'm his big sister. And he speaks French knowing that I don't fucking know it. I can't tell one of the phrases he says from another one. I can't do that with my ears. What the fuck?
Just say très bon, très bon. Remember that, très bon.
Very good. Yeah. Yeah, I know what the word is. I could read French, in my head. And I can translate a lot of different languages and be able to read them and know kind of sort of what's being said just from being so into language and English as I am. But no, when you start putting a C at the beginning of a word, CETTE, what the fuck is that? Don't make no sense.
So, how many people do we have total in chat now? Because I only see one side of chat.
Well, we have a total of 8 people around, so that's
Okay.
with both of us.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, what I'm
I
showing,
do think it sounds cool though. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
What I'm seeing says 8 also, but I can only see your channel, Sarah.
Well, on mine it says 7 on mine, but it says 9 altogether on the StreamYard side, right?
Okay.
Because we're doing 2 streams there. And then Cookie says, "What's up?"
Hey, Cookie.
Chance just popped into mine and was like, "Welcome back, Snarky." I know I'm live. Isn't it great? Can't put a comment, but I can go live and tell you all about it.
There you go.
Oh, Cole answered. He translated.
Means the one I love, my unhappy one, Snark.
There you are, base. And I'm glad you're watching.
How did you know I was unhappy? I thought I was covering it up real good.
Except for he knows you. There you go.
The funniest people are usually the saddest, the most traumatized.
That is true.
That's true. Most stand-up comedians, professional ones.
Yeah. That's sadly true too much of the time.
But I wouldn't be me without all that baggage. And I don't really, it's not baggage. I don't carry it around like, on purpose. It affected me and here I am affected.
You say you're infected.
Silence. Much appreciated, my brother.
Epic.
Hey, hold on, sissy. Hold on. Hold on, sissy. Come here. There you go. There we go.
You guys remember double VHS?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tapes.
Ooh.
Donnie Marie, the very best of.
Oh,
Donnie.
So terrible
Donnie.
thing.
I love you, Donnie, and you purple socks. I love him so much. My uncle, my asshole uncle, who used to torture me by tickling me because he's an asshole. he would say, "Oh, you like Donkey Osmond?" I was like, "No, don't call him that."
They call it puppy love. Puppy love.
Oh fuck! There, thanks for that, because now it's going in my head. It doesn't take much. I had My Best to You, Donny Osmond. My Best to You. That's one of the 4 albums I had.
Did you see their Vegas show, Snarky? In Las Vegas?
Shows.
It's over. It was at the Flamingo. I saw it in late November 2017. It was pretty good. Really good. You would have loved it. Anyway.
I saw him go on that Masked Singer thing, and before his sister fucked it up and let the cat out of the bag, I was sitting there going, I know who this is. That's Donny Osmond. Everybody's like, no. Oh, why would no? I'm like, no, I'm telling you right now, I Scooby-Doo that shit right out.
Well, you know, his sister was on the show called The Talk on CBS, and Sharon Osbourne got her fired, and then Sharon got fired herself not long after that.
Sharon Osbourne.
Talk about karma. Ozzy's former manager. Yeah,
it's real. Whether it's an actual force, like people go like, oh, luck is like it's a force, like it's gravity or some shit, and I'm like, no, it's what you have as a conclusion to looking at something coincidental. You go, oh, I was lucky. It's not something that's actually out there doing stuff to you. You know?
Right. I work with a guy named Colby Wood, Snarky, and at Cox Auto Trader, and he once said to me,
Cox Auto Trader?
He once said to me, karma's for losers, dude.
Yeah. Cox. You said Cox, right?
Cox, C-O-X, not C-O-C-K-S, but I guess it would apply in his instance.
I'm going to hell. Oh, God.
Colby Wood.
That's what your local smutologist does. Good God.
To give you a visual about Colby, he looked like Bob Barker when he was younger. Colby Wood. He looked a lot like Bob Barker in his younger days. Anyway.
Oh.
Snarky, are you muted? No, she's not.
No, I'm stuttering and trying to read this fucking French thing, but I can't put my tongue on any of these fucking sounds.
Oh.
It's making me sad.
Put it on the screen.
I can't French, so I don't know. That's right.
Usually he's on my stream. You know, he's up on the panel and he's blah, 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 talking it, and that's one thing. You know, and then it sounds pretty and all that, but at least I wasn't having to try to do. But now it's in fucking print. I have to try to read it, but I don't know. I don't know how some of those letters make with my tongue. I can't do it. I don't understand it.
That's okay. I can't language either.
I'm not saying that about me, because I am never gonna say that. No.
While you're doing that, translating, has anyone ever owned Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man toilet paper?
No. Chance I have not.
I would imagine that wouldn't work very well, because Spider-Man usually don't take crap off of nobody.
You can read as you wipe.
Oh my God!
Story. There we go.
That's the. So
does it have perforations for the different sheets?
Yeah. Yep,
oh, good. The Trump toilet paper we've got doesn't have any perforations, because that would make sense if it did. So.
Oh man. So I
give up. I can't read that. I don't remember. I don't know what it means. I'm sad and defeated.
Well, hopefully he'll write in chat what it means. He's got an old school lunchbox there.
It's Marvel superheroes.
Nice. I never had a good lunchbox. The one I had was Tupperware. So there you go. My parents hated me.
we had paper bags if we had any of that.
Too.
My first lunchbox was a school bus shaped looking Mickey Mousey kind of thing. It had all the Disney characters looking out the windows on the school bus, and then I took it and I tried to drive it across the gravel and scratched the bottom of it up.
Well, he says
That's
more
right.
French at you.
Oh, hold it
Remember-
there, Trent. Hold it there.
Sinead.
That's Superman the movie, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
Chance
Chris
is
Reeve.
Superman, so
Hey, Chance, does it ever come up about all the Supermans that had they had such similar last names?
No, just Reeve and Reeves. George Reeves and Christopher Reeve. There's the thermos.
is it
But that's
glass?
a good point.
That was pretty good because even over this on this little phone, I could tell that was the characters from the movie because
Yeah.
they look that much like the movie stars.
Yes. Right there. Oh, what the hell just fell? Uh-oh.
Yeah. When we got brown paper bags, sometimes we had them in the early 90s, late 80s when we saw, I guess, them left over. But we had like a Knight Rider paper bag at one point, and like a Smurfs one or something like that too. That was pretty cool for paper bags. Otherwise, if we got them,
Is
they
that
were
Deborah
brown.
Winger? Is that who played that Lois Lane on that?
No, Margot Kidder.
Yeah.
Margot Kidder.
Deborah
There we
Winger
go.
played
There we
Wonder
go.
Girl.
Damn it.
Deborah
knew
Winger
that.
played, but you were close. Deborah Winger played Wonder Girl's
Yeah,
younger sister.
I got
Priscilla.
them confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spider.
Deborah Winger was the officer and a gentleman, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cold wants you to read the
He just
comment
died.
that I just put up right now, Snarky.
With this guy,
Well,
he just died.
Mon ami,
last week.
I can't read it because I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I
Lou
know
Gossett
he just
Jr.
died. Oh, I know.
Nice.
Officer and a gentleman.
Chance.
Wait,
Nice.
Chance. This past Sunday morning,
Yes, sir.
the episode of The Invaders had Lou Gossett on there.
I DVR'd it. You're right. Isn't that ironic? And it was in the rotation. They didn't play
Yeah.
it to honor him. It just happened to be
Yeah.
the week he died. It was in the rotation of 43 episodes.
That was great.
Yes. Show and tell time.
Uh-oh.
Buck Rogers, Gil Gerard, and Aaron Gray. But this is really special. Come on, Flash!
Oh,
James
man.
Best. I met him in 2008 before he died, obviously, at Duke's Fest, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Everybody was there. Daisy was there, Catherine Bach, all the living, surviving cast members there. Now, Boss Hogg, Sorrel Boat, died way back in like 1985 or something. Or 88.
Right.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But James Best was so cool and so nice. I can't do it. I used to be able to do it. Wait. Come on, Flash. Them Duke boys won't get him. But there he was. And he also was the acting coach of Lindsay Wagner, who later went on to play the Bionic Woman after she studied acting under James Best. So there's your trivia.
And James was in a really good episode of The Twilight Zone.
Came back from the dead.
Yeah.
Rights of Jeff Mertelberg or something.
And I like the touch at the end when he lit the cigarette with his finger.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that was a good one too, because everybody thought he was dead, and then he technically was, and he came back with that spirit in him or whatever. Yeah, that was a good one.
V.
Yeah, V. That was Richard Hurd, who played John, the leader, in V the Final Battle. That's a shot from V the Final Battle when he's exposed in front of cameras.
I like the special effects on that right there.
Me too. It holds up for 1983.
Yeah.
It's not damn bad.
Practical effects are always going to be my favorite.
I was really surprised that it didn't do better, and didn't stay around for a while.
They brought it back in 2009, 2010, but it
Oh
sucked.
God, yeah, that was terrible. My eyes are still bleeding from that.
And the best part of this, the best special effect, is this guy's hairpiece.
Oh,
Richard Hurd was bald as a baby's ass.
He that TV series would have been better if it had moved a little quicker, but it was still good.
Yeah. CNN headline news, Robin Meade. Anyway.
David said he likes V. V is great.
Yeah, V is really good. It just could have moved a little quicker, the original. Time Tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah, not Time Tunnel again.
Catwoman.
Yeah, that was
the one-time Catwoman in the Batman
Julie Newmar.
movie.
No, Julie Newmar was the original, but that's Lee Merriweather who played her in the movie only, which was made.
Fuck her. Julie Newmar is the only one that I want. She's got legs up to her fucking neck. Damn, could you be any more beautiful?
Julie
And she
Newmar
was on a Monkeys episode.
Yes,
Julie
she
Newmar was.
Yes, she
Julie
was.
Newmar was the best looking, but Eartha Kitt had the best purr. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt
Eartha, I
was
forgot
flat
Eartha. I'm
foot out.
sorry.
Oh man.
She's hot as fuck too.
Yes,
I was down at a barbecue place in South Carolina, and I swear it had to be one of her relatives because I was in the part of the country she's from. And this girl come in, and I mean, she looked almost exactly like Eartha Kitt.
Wow.
I wanted to go up and ask her if she was related, but my girlfriend wouldn't let me.
Wow.
Yeah, probably not. Some girls, right?
nice. Some girls.
Some girls.
Some girls.
Some girls.
Eartha Kitt.
I would have to
Right.
say that they can share the title for Catwoman with me in my heart because I absolutely adore both those ladies. And Lee Merriweather's is something way too vanilla about her.
Yeah. She was a Miss America. She won Miss America in like 1950.
That's so vanilla.
Yeah.
She
Snarky,
had a
I'm trying
great
to
singing voice
take me off
too.
big. Sarah, I'm trying to take me off big. The damn buttons are hidden.
If you just did the thing like I said, the layout, you wouldn't have to.
There
Yeah,
you
but I
go.
don't understand what this layout is. There.
That's okay.
Did
If
you do it
someday
or did
you
I do it?
want me to, I will teach you.
Did
It
you do
works.
that just then or did I do it?
I did it.
Oh, cool. Appreciate you.
Chance is adorable,
You're
is he
welcome.
not?
Yeah,
He's
he
showing
is.
us his toys and his treasures, and
I love the dude.
I just love it. That's the
Sarah,
same kind of thing I am. I did that to Sarah and probably everybody else a few times. But I took her one night. We were talking on a video call, and I was like, "Look, this is where I keep my blah, blah, blah. And hey, look, I got all look at my stuff. Look at oh my god, look at it."
And then the next thing I knew, she rearranged her house, so it wasn't there anymore.
Spring cleaning,
Sarah,
though,
you
you got to
need a
move
voice.
everything anyway. And I
Right.
had some serious functional, bad functional stuff going. It was unfunctional. So I think it's working out a lot better now.
Sarah, you need a voice changer so that your voice sounds like the announcer for the Twilight Zone. I mean, Outer Limits. I have
Oh,
control of your TV set.
I have
Colt
control.
says, by the way, Snark, say nes far say past day there means it's not fun getting old, my pal. I
There
hear
you
you,
go.
buddy. I didn't understand you, but I heard you.
One thing I
That's
never
true,
got
though.
into was Doctor Who. Nothing against it. I'm a
Man,
big
I
nerd.
tried.
I never got into Doctor Who.
That
I
means
tried
know
as
more
a
about Dr.
kid.
Who than you.
Every
Well,
time I saw it on PBS in the middle of the night, I was watching it, but I never got to like start at the beginning and get through anything. And then there's been so many iterations. I asked somebody because I watched the videos that go over, Doctor Who and talk about it just like the rest of them. And I asked somebody in the comments, and they said, "Look, just start with the new ones."
That's what everybody told me too.
No,
So I just went ahead and
no.
watched whatever was on, and then
Yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go. But I
Doctor
wouldn't even
Who
probably
watch
is,
the
better
one
that
with the
way.
chick. I won't watch the one with the chick. No, thank you. No, thanks.
What the fuck is everybody's problem?
No, because see, I just don't like Doctor Who that much to even care. But what it comes down to is I just don't like her as an actress, so I wouldn't watch it to begin with.
Yeah, so I hadn't seen it, so I don't know how she did, but I heard. But then I heard that
Flip
same
flop.
shit when Janeway was getting ready to be captain, and I heard that same shit when a woman was running
Oh.
for president, and I heard that same shit just every. And
No,
I
I
hear
just
it
don't like
every
her as
day
an
now.
actress. I just don't like her as an actress, so I wouldn't watch it anyways. But my point being is that's about as hardcore as I get into Doctor Who. No, I will not watch that because I don't like her as an actress.
I was born at 67. I'm not 67 years old.
Well, there you go.
That's me.
Colt. That is yes.
I will.
But he's just
Snark.
poking me because he likes poking me. He fucks with me all the time. Snark's from New Jersey. No, she's goddamn not.
Arkansas.
She definitely sound New Jersey to me. Definitely.
Well, I mean, I was born in New York because of the Vietnam War. My dad was stationed up. up in New York. So that's where I was born.
You were born, but you're not New
But
York.
I was 3 when I left. So I've definitely probably got some of the attitude, but nah.
So,
Oh, and I just
These are
What is
TV commercials for Star Wars toys from 1978. There's a TV commercial on film for the Landspeeder toy and the Millennium Falcon toy. That's what
Holy
the carton
shit.
looks like. Yeah, this is very valuable. Very rare. Let me open it up.
I didn't know that they
Little-
came separate,
Tiny
like
little
little
film,
reels like
30
that.
second-
That's
30
crazy.
second commercial. 30-second commercial. Yeah. Anyway.
David's dad loves Doctor Who.
Really? Well, to each their own. I mean, I just didn't like because it looked cheap. It was on videotape like a soap opera. I like science fiction to be on film.
Yeah, but then you look at like Space
Damn.
1999, it's not exactly the best looking thing either, but
Yeah, it
that's
is.
fucking
It's on
amazing.
film. That's film. That's not videotape.
Oh, you mean okay, you mean like that. Okay.
It was
it's
made
a
on film.
textural issue, right?
I get what you're saying now. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's film.
being on
Videotape
film.
is literally videotape. It's like a videotape
Okay.
camera, different process. Film, it's frames
Right.
per second. Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about like that actual being on there. Got it. With you.
And the special effects. Now I like the Daleks, the little villains with their annoying noise. Oh, look
But
at her boobs flopping around. I love that.
Have you seen that? The Soft Kitty song that Penny always sings for Sheldon? They made it into a Dalek song. They put them in.
Yeah.
I like the Weeping Angels or whatever they're called when you have to keep watching them, otherwise they'll kill you since you turn your back on them.
Yeah.
That's those are my favorite villains of Doctor Who.
The Daleks were really kind of fucked up.
Just stupid looking, man.
Yeah.
Exterminate. But those Weeping Angel ones or whatever it is, those things will kill you, and you have to keep watching them, otherwise they'll come up behind you and kill you. They're crazy.
True.
Alrighty then. Well, we've been almost on for like 3 hours. Is it cool if we call it a night, guys?
Yeah.
Well, I'm good either way.
Okay.
Huh?
Well then,
Your choice.
well I'm gonna call it a night then because I've been live a lot this week, and this weekend
Yeah.
I got multiple people that I gotta help, so I kind of need to get rest and thing too.
Can I make an announcement? I don't know if I'm going live tomorrow. Usually I'd be live at 8:30 in the Nostalgic Pod Blast, but I'm being interviewed to talk about a comic book character I created by Open by Chance Toys on YouTube, and they have a pretty good following. And also Sunday, I have someone coming over, a buddy's selling me his entire comic book collection, so I gotta find space for all those boxes. So I don't know if I have time to put a show together. I might have to take Friday off. I don't know, or get to it later in the weekend. I don't know. Big deal.
All right.
Well,
All
just
right.
let us
There's
know.
other stuff to watch out there, right? Huh?
Well, I watch your stuff all the time. Plus, I always got you on Fistful. So
That's sweet. I appreciate your support and your loyalty.
And
Fistfulradio.com is my station. You can stream anywhere in the world, any device for free.
I'll probably have Rain and Fog live in the morning for coffee.
right.
Awesome. And I am planning my 2000 Weirdos Can't Be Wrong extravaganza. Ask me anything roast. So if y'all want to make fun of me, this is the time to do it. But remember, I get to make fun of you right back at the end. Don't you forget it. You get paid what you earn. And so if anybody's got ideas or questions to ask or roasts to do or anything, just holler at me. I'm trying to keep stuff up on my community page about it. And I'm sending out special invitations to special people about something special. So I guess if you're special, you'll find out.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to know who is special. But yes.
No, I'm not going to tell if you were asking. I don't know.
No, I said I'm looking forward to finding out. I didn't say tell me quick, and everybody here.
Yeah, mine was shaped just like that. My school bus lunchbox was shaped like that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How cool. I like that. And you have the little thermos inside, but this doesn't have a thermos.
Yeah.
Who's crying? All right. Yeah, I'll probably need to try to move her and see how many kittens there are and see if they're all alive and all that. I hadn't fucked with her because, it's got to be hard giving birth that many times all at once.
Colt hollering at you again, Snarky.
Okay, and my. Oh, would you just call me a negress? What?
It's French.
I know what he's. I can't translate that. I know what that says, and I as a white guy, I can't say that. I can't say that, especially not on camera.
Is that my nigga? In French? Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I never say that, by the way, in case anybody wants to clip that and pretend like that's how I talk. I don't talk like that, and you know it, so don't be an asshole.
No, Paula Dean talks like that, not Snarky.
And I didn't put an R on it anyway. No R. But that was okay. It doesn't. I knew it as soon as it came out of my mouth. I'm like, no, of course that's not what that fucking means. But it's already out of your mouth. What are you gonna do?
Right.
I'm sorry, Colt.
Something I didn't do this so far this month was tell everybody happy birthday for the month of what month is this? April. Okay.
No.
Yeah, but I can't remember whose birthdays was in April now anyway, so that's something I haven't done yet. So next time I go live, remind me guys to do that.
Maybe I should start having that monthly birthday party thing again like I was there for a while. Maybe I should go ahead and get that back going.
We'll do that. Sounds good to me.
Sarah, should we be prepared for May? Are you going to be limited with your live streams once you move, or is that something
I won't know till I get set up at my mom's house what I won't be able to do now, just because like Tuesdays and Thursdays always I'm going to keep those together the way I have now, right? And then as I'm figure out exactly what I will and won't be able to do, and who will be around and who won't be around in the house, so I can get things done. I'll just have to figure that out as I go. But otherwise, I still plan on doing everything at least on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's for sure.
Happy early birthday to Brandon. Well,
yes,
cool.
Brandon, that's who it was.
Because I figure you're going to have some struggles, but you'll work it out in May. In June, moving forward once you move.
Yeah, I'm
sure a lot of people don't want to hear that laugh all day or whatever. Nothing wrong with it. I love it. But I'm just saying, I can imagine there'll be some friction. Or am I wrong?
Well, I mean, moving, there's nothing easy about moving in general. And we're going to be moving like, quick and last minute, like we always do. So it's not going to be the easiest time for anyone, but we'll get it done. All right, then since Brandon's here, then I'm going to play the thing for the birthdays for Brandon. And then anybody else who's had the birthday too. And then I'll play us out after all that. But anyways, here's for the birthdays for Brandon. What?
I was trying to say we love you, Sarah. I'm glad you came back because it might have that brief cut. Brandon would think love you to Brandon or something. Not
yeah. I was like, wait.
It could be taken the wrong way.
Yes. We don't want to be calling everybody boyfriend again and things like that. Understood. Got it, Chance. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to play the birthday song now.
It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! Rock and roll and celebrate. Celebrate, we will. Lose control and you cut the cake. Cut that cake. Tonight is your destiny. Wait. Oh, wait with me. Share toast with your closest mates. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! It's your birthday today. Happy birthday! Grab your goodie bags. Open your gifts. Blow out your candles. Happy birthday!
And that's the birthday song. I mean, yours is cool, Chance, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's a good second, but mine's still better.
Brandon's trying to taunt me. I'm not going to take the bait. He says, well, did you see that I put on the screen, Colt, May 7th, he'll be 24.
Nice. Yes.
What was that smart ass remark? He's probably 60.
He's probably 60.
He said, there it is. Chance is jealous. I'm way younger than him.
I got this for you, Chance.
I'm way wiser than you, so I don't care.
I got this, Chance. You use both your hands to do whatever the fuck you're doing. I got this, baby.
Anyways.
Appreciate it.
So at the end of the day, Chance is 1,000,000 years old, and I will just be 42.
And I am immortal.
That makes sense. Jim, what about you?
I'm just me at 67.
There you are.
Colt says Snark is 67. She's in her 50s.
Colt.
I'm the 67. She was born in 67.
I was born the winter after the summer of love. But then again, I found out the other day that November 14th is exactly 9 months after Valentine's Day.
Esmeralda's chiming in.
Okay.
And Brandon says Chance acts like a 2-year-old sometimes.
That is because Gen X.
Yeah. Esmeralda says, hey. Esmeralda says, hey, 60 would be a compliment to me, Chance. Colt's the newborn baby.
Him, the baby.
Colt's just barely over 1/3 my age.
Colt is, say that math again?
If he was just a couple of years younger, he would be 1/3 my age.
1/3 your age. See, that's math, and I don't get it.
That's okay. No need to.
33.333333333333333 in line over the top, so we can keep going.
I'm not 99. I'm 67.
Got 99 problems in it. Anyways, never mind.
But thank you for allowing me that many extra years. Pardon?
Wait, what'd you say?
I was cussing the cat.
33.333. If that was 1/3 my age, that would make me 99.
No, I just meant 33.333 is a third. That is a third.
Oh, okay. Use that number to multiply. Okay. I'll give you that.
That's what I meant.
He was drinking water today, not Pepsi. And also,
I like math.
Math. Nah.
I love numbers and letters and hearing things and seeing things and adding things and whatever dorky ass thing I can think of. All right, we're getting off of here. I love everybody.
All right, I'm going to play us off now. Anybody wants to stay backstage can. If not, whatever.
You got it.
Okay, hitting the buttons now. I swear to God, I'm hitting the buttons now.
Are you? Because we're still here. We're still here. We're still here.
Give me the laughs, give me the hate, give me the pressure. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, pain is pleasure. I hear the wolves calling my name, no surrender. Here only the strong survive. Don't need a sign, nothing divine's gonna save me. I'm a machine, building a dream is what shaped me. Breaking the door, waging a war, no escaping. Watch me as I touch the sky.